was July 19th. I entered the restaurant excited that summer break was beginning the next day. I intended to order myself a nice big meal to celebrate the start of the vacation, but that's when I saw it. I could tell that sleazebag was up to no good. I had to step in and help the poor girl. What else could I do, really?
Well, honey, let's go.
Excuse me. You should go. You're bothering the young lady.
Want something, kid?
A beating, maybe? Well,
Man, what was I thinking? With my luck, I should have known this would happen. Finally, they got tired of running.
What was that all about? Playing the hero by protecting some dim-witted thugs? What, are you a teacher or something?
So they only stopped running after me because...
You got it. They were starting to annoy me, so I dealt with them.
Yeah, it figures. Railgun?
A super electromagnetic gun. It's an application of Fleming's kinetic momentum theory. You use it to launch projectiles with a little extra oomph. Allow me to demonstrate it for you. Ha! When it's launched at 3 times the speed of sound, even something small packs a big punch.
Is that what you used to take care of those guys?
Don't be such a moron. There are easier ways to take care of a bunch of level zeros, and I know them all.
Yep. As it turned out, it wasn't her that needed saving. It was those poor saps who were careless enough to get on her bad side. So you're one of the 7 level 5 espers in Academy City. Tell me, are the other 6 this rude, or are you just special? You could stand to be less condescending. Humility's a virtue, you know.
You must be good, or you wouldn't talk to me that way.
Wait! I'm just a level 0.
If you're really a level 0 like you say, explain how you don't have a scratch on you.
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it's coincidence, or just plain bad luck. Either way, this really isn't your night. Last night's lightning caused a power outage, which turned my place into a sweltering cesspool. It also meant that everything in my refrigerator had become toxic. On top of that, I lost my emergency rations when they fell in the sink. I crushed my cash card when I was looking for my wallet. And then someone called to inform me that I'm such an idiot I need to take a remedial class. Just my luck. Alright, it's a nice day outside. Maybe airing the mattress out will improve my... Yep, my future might be dark and gloomy, but at least it's a beautiful sunny day. Then again, now that I said that, it'll probably start pouring rain. I already hung something? That's strange. That's a girl. What's she doing on my balcony? That clothing. She looks like a sister. I'm guessing she's not from around here.
I'm so very hungry. Very hungry.
What was that?
I said I'm hungry.
What the...
I told you I'm hungry.
So, just out of curiosity, is this something you make a habit of, randomly appearing draped over people's balconies?
It's also called curb croaking. So, do you have any food in there? I'm really starving. Please feed me.
I think she'd be better off someplace far, far... Do you think this will do the trick?
Yes, thank you. Sandwiches are my favorite.
Ah!
Wonderful. This tastes fantastic.
Oh, really? It does? That's a surprise, considering it's a stir-fry made of spoiled ingredients from a dead refrigerator.
I know what it is. There's some sour flavor in here that's really waking up my taste buds. What a great idea!
It's sour? Don't feel like you have to eat it all. It's bachelor cooking, nothing exciting.
You don't need to be so modest. It was very kind of you to go to the trouble of making it for me at all. So I'm going to finish every last morsel.
I can't do it! So, do you mind telling me why you were hanging out on my balcony?
Oh, I fell. What I was actually trying to do was jump from one roof onto the next over.
Huh? But this building is 8 stories high.
I didn't exactly have many options. I was being pursued. Oops, I never... I'm Index. Nice to meet you.
Index, that's your name? That sounds like an alias to me. You can't tell me you're named after a part of a book.
Oh, yes, the Index Librorum Prohibitorum. Oh, and my magic name is Dedicatus 545. It translates as the consecrated lamb who safeguards the wisdom of the mighty.
Okay, Index, why exactly would someone be chasing a sister like you?
I believe they seek the 103,000 grimoires that I carry with me.
Grim, what?
Well, the Book of Avon, the Lemigaton, the Book of the Dead. Those are just a few typical examples of grimoires.
So where are they? It's hard to believe you're hiding a whole library under that dress.
I'm carrying all 103,000 volumes!
That's more books than I've ever seen before. What? You mean you got a key to a warehouse or something? Is this some kind of joke? Next are you gonna say, well, stupid people can't see them?
It isn't just stupid people who can't. The whole point is for them not to be visible.
Okay, so who is it that's chasing you?
A sorcery society.
Huh? Sorcery?
Surely you've heard of sorcerers before. People who do magic? A magic cabal?
Do you belong to one of those New Age religions or something?
Wait, are you making fun of me? You are, aren't you? You're making fun.
I know there are plenty of unusual powers being used out in the world, but I just can't buy magic. This is Academy City. Supernatural abilities aren't really anything new and different here. Anybody can develop them if they use science, not magic.
You believe in supernatural psychic powers, but the idea of sorcery is too much for you?
Well, okay. Explain what sorcery is then. Or maybe show me an example.
I can't do that. I don't possess any magical power.
If you can't use it, then how are you so convinced that it actually exists?
Because it does! Sorcery does exist!
To tell you the truth, I was born with a kind of strange, inexplicable power myself.
What kind of power?
It's something in my right hand. When it comes into contact with any unusual ability, my hand cancels it out. Who knows? It may even work on divine miracles. Well? What's with the face? You look like you're listening to a used car salesman.
Can you blame me? I'm guessing you probably don't even believe in God. And you're telling me your super special right hand has the power to cancel a miracle?
What a joke. You still like to play make-believe and you're the one making fun of me?
Magic's not make-believe!
Then why not show me something magical? And when you see my right hand negated, then you'll have no other choice but to believe what I said.
Hokops, they're magic. These are known as the Walking Church. They create an impenetrable protective barrier.
The walking church? What does that even mean? You keep throwing out these terms like I'm supposed to understand. Well, sorry, but I don't.
Maybe a little experiment will get it your thick head. Take this knife and try to stab me with it!
What? Are you crazy?
Do I have to explain everything? These ropes have been sanctified the same way as a church. That means they're as strong as if they were an actual building. So while I'm wearing them, you can take a stab at me with this knife and it won't injure me one bit.
Yeah, well, that's interesting and all, but I'm still not gonna stab you with that thing.
Are you even listening to me? I am wearing an exact replica of the Shroud of Turin. Its divine power to protect is unquestionable. It wards off and absorbs any attack that's made against me, physical or magical.
Oh, I see. From what you're saying, if those robes of yours really do have supernatural powers, then all I would have to do is touch them with my right hand, and that would be that.
Huh. That's assuming that your power actually works the way you say.
All right then, fine with me. When it's over, just remember, you asked me to do this! Okay, that's strange.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. Look at this. You must have bitten me 100 times. You're like a really big, really angry mosquito. I'm sorry. Maybe we should just forget about it. That way.
You really expect me to forget something like this? How much of an insensitive jerk can you be?
Well, I thought it would be easier not to talk about it. I guess I'm pretty embarrassed about what happened, too.
You're still a jerk.
She wasn't lying then. Her habit blew apart when I touched it. She must be involved with supernatural power somehow or another.
All done.
Nice job. You look like a pincushion.
Who knows, maybe I'll start a fashion trend.
Sorry, I'm running late for my remedial class. What are you gonna do? I can give you a key if you want to stay.
No, that's okay. It's better if I move on. Otherwise, those people will track me down here. And I'm guessing you'd prefer it if your place didn't get blown up.
Hey, wait! Just a sec.
You want to know what I think? About your power? That right hand of yours? I think it cancels out the grace of God and everything that goes along with it. Your hand opposes the divine, and without God's grace, you're bound to meet with ill fortune at every turn.
Rotten luck.
Well, if you ask me, being born with that power of yours is pretty much the most rotten luck a person could have.
Index. What now? Is there anywhere safe you can go after you leave here?
If I stay in one place, they're gonna find me.
But how?
Like I showed you before, my habit is imbued with magic. And because of that magic, they're able to track my location. It'll be okay, though. If I can just make it to the church, they will offer me sanctuary.
Why didn't you tell me? Knowing all that, how can I let you leave here?
Come now. Do you really want to be dragged down into the depths of hell with me? Die!
If you run into any more trouble, you know where you can find me.
Yep. I'll come back when I'm hungry again. What are these things? The Gavions?
Oh crap, my glass! Academy City is pretty much what it sounds like. A city packed with colleges, high schools, middle schools, and elementary schools. With a population of 2.3 million, it's one-third the size of Tokyo. About 80% of the people living here are students. It's an unusual place filled with unusual sights, like those cleaning robots outside my place earlier. Never a dull moment here.
All right, everybody, it's time to begin. Welcome to remedial class. I had a little spare time, so I thought I'd write a pop quiz for you to take today. You'll want to do your very best on it. If your grade is poor, you'll be playing a game of no-eyed poker.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that one. She makes you play poker with a blindfold on, right? That's it, with the added bonus that you can't leave till you've won 10 hands in a row. Ah, jeez. The last time she made us play that, we were stuck here almost until morning.
You're the exception today, Kamijo. You don't have enough development points, so you'll be playing the game whether you do well or not.
Man, are you too blind to see it?
Shut up. I don't think giving me a lot of extra work to do means she likes me.
Didn't you hear? She's gonna keep you after school to punish you. You can't tell me that doesn't sound kinda hot.
So you're a pervert and a masochist. A real stand-up guy.
There's a whole wide world of lovely women out there. Why would I want to limit myself?
You freak.
Quiet back there. Another word and you'll get more than no-eyed poker. There are some even better games I know. Do we understand each other?
Rotten luck. I wonder how Index is doing. She left her headdress thing at my place. And what was that other thing she said? Something about 103,000 books. I didn't see a single volume. Weird. She swore she was carrying them, but... I bet she'll be back for her stuff before long.
Teacher! Kamijo's watching the girls' tennis team instead of paying attention to you.
You made her cry. You made her cry. You made her cry. You made her cry.
It is now past due curfew. Immediately. It is now past due curfew.
Unbelievable. I was stuck after class that late. Stupid luck.
There he is. I found you, and this time... come back here. Listen, I'm talking to you. Stop walking already.
Oh, well, if it isn't the little bug zapper.
Don't call me that. I have a proper name, thank you very much, and it's Makoto Misaka. I'll bet you've been calling me Bug Zapper behind my back ever since we first met, haven't you?
Why are you here, Zapper? You in remedial too?
Remedial class? Never. I'm here to shock you full of so much electricity you'll twitch like a frog struck by lightning. If you have any last words, say them now.
I'll pass.
I don't think so! Well now, how you doing? Did that wake you up a bit? You ready to fight me?
Give it a rest! Thanks to your little lightning storm yesterday, all my electrical appliances are fried. I've got a fridge full of rotten food.
It's your own fault for pissing me off!
What could I possibly have done to make you this mad at me? I didn't so much as lay a finger on you even after you attacked me.
Exactly. You haven't hit me a single time. With no points scored on either side, this is a draw.
Huh? Okay, whatever.
Seriously!
Oh, you want me to take this seriously? Is this day over yet? First a fake sorceress and now a trigger-happy Esper.
A sorceress?
Message. Aggressive EM discharge detected. System malfunction identified.
You idiot! What were you thinking, zapping stuff around here?
Shut up! Hurry, we need to get out of here!
The cleaning robots? What now? There shouldn't be anything to clean in front of my place. That's just my luck. I should have known. Hey, Index, what are you doing out here? You can't sleep there. No way. This looks like blood. Please, just stay with me, Index. You here? Who did this to you?
Oh, that was us, as in sorcerers.
No way. This looks like blood. Please, just stay with me, Index. What happened? Why are you here? Who did this to you?
Oh, that was us, as in sorcerers. And it looks like they've done a really ugly number on her again.
But why?
First, ask what her reason was for returning. Perhaps she came back here because she left something behind.
She was wearing a hood yesterday. Now, where could that have gone, I wonder?
They tracked the magical power of the hood back to my place.
Come now. Do you really want to be dragged down into the depths of hell with me?
She risked her own life to come back here for the hood, just to keep a total stranger from getting caught up in her trouble. How could she be so foolish?
Oh, calm down. There's no need to look at me like I'm some kind of a monster. I'm not the one who carved her up to make such a bloody mess of her flesh either. Her habit is a walking church. It should provide absolute defense. And yet somehow it got all torn up.
How could you? Magic has never seemed like any more than a fairy tale to me. And I don't put much stock in the idea of a magical society. But you look human enough. Don't you know the difference between right and wrong? A little girl comes here for her hood. You and your friends hunt her down like a dog. And do this to her? Is your soul so utterly corrupt you can't understand how wrong what you've done is?
If you're finished with your lecture, could you please step aside? I'm here for that.
For that?
Well, those to be accurate. The grimoires. The 103,000 very important volumes young Index carries with her everywhere. You really should be more careful. Those books can be extremely dangerous. Reading so much as a single volume would cripple a boy such as yourself.
Look, I'm tired of being screwed with. Where are these supposed books?
They're right there, next to you, inside her head. Index is one of the few people with a photographic memory. She only has to see something once and it's memorized word for word inside her head. Essentially, her brain places around the world, but she's read them all and stored their contents in her mind. But as she herself doesn't have the power to conjure magic, she remains harmless. As I've already told you, though, the volumes that she carries are a bit dangerous. So I'm here. We had to locate her so we could take charge of the grimoires. We wouldn't want them to fall into the wrong hands.
Take charge?
That's right. I'm here to take her. Get it? Doesn't matter how honest and loyal she is. Anyone can be broken if tortured for long enough. Think of this poor girl in the hands of people who'd do anything to know what she knows. Breaks your heart, doesn't it?
Why, you? Who do you think you are?
I'm Style Magnus. At least that's one of my names. But for our current purposes, I'm Fortis 931. The former actually translates to Mighty One, but its etymology doesn't matter. I've said my magic name. Do you know what that means? We sorcerers don't generally give out our magic names. Those names serve to limit our power. But when they're spoken to another, that limitation vanishes. I spoke my name to you. Now you understand the significance of that names. So... Flames.
Impossible. Is this magic? It's so strong. Will my power work against something like this? I know it can cancel out supernatural Esper powers. But this... I've never seen anything like it before. Who knows what will happen?
Here, I brought a little party gift for you. I may have overdone it a little bit. Not my cleanest work. One thing's certain, though. There's no chance he survived an attack like that.
Oh, really? I wouldn't be so sure about that. Here I am.
Impossible.
Jeez, I'm an idiot. There was no reason to be scared. I have seen it work.
Damn you! All right. I understand it now. You did it. You were the one who destroyed the walking church. One of the 5 elements that make up the known world. The first light that pierced the darkness. The light whose presence can provide comfort and warmth, and whose judgment brings destruction of the wicked. It has the power to give life and to take it away. It is fierce. It is hungry. It is cruel. I call upon fire to serve as my sword. Manifest thyself and feed upon me that thou shalt gain power! This is the Witch Hunter King, Innocentius, also known as Absolute Destruction. Take this!
My hand working against it. These flames, they keep coming back as soon as I snuff them out.
Runes. Magic words. They have been used by Germanic tribes since the 2nd century. There are 24 letters. They signify arcane mysticism and secret knowledge, and are the roots of Old English. Attacking Innocentius will have no effect. The walls, the floor, the ceiling. As long as the rune seals engraved nearby remain intact, he will continue to regenerate.
Index, is that you?
That is correct. I am the Library of Grimoires belonging to Necessarius, also known as the Zeroth Parish of the English Puritan Church. My formal name is Index Librorum Prohibitorum, but if you prefer, you may shorten that and refer to me merely as Index. I am currently invoking an automatic program known as John's Pen.
Eliminating all the runes that have been engraved on this building will be impossible. There's no point in even attempting it. Ashes to ashes. And dust to dust. Prepare for the wrath of squeamish blood runes!
Damn! Okay, maybe I'm not dead yet. What the? What are those? I think they're rune engravings. I'm dead! Why did it stop following me? I get it. It's the runes. They're only posted in the dorm. I should probably call someone. There's gotta be a phone around here. I have to go for help. I'm not running away.
Do you really want to be dragged down into the depths of hell with me?
I've gotten myself into a huge mess. What am I thinking?
So foolish. Does he really think this will extinguish Innocentius? I'm soaking wet because he decided he wanted to play firefighter. What happened to Innocentius?
Wow, man. You almost had me. It was a real close call. Lucky for me, you didn't carve those runes with a knife or anything. I wouldn't have stood a chance then.
You idiot! Innocentius's fire burns at 3,000 degrees. This little shower won't put out his flames.
Yeah, I know. That wasn't the idea, though. You know, it's rude to plaster stuff on other people's homes.
It's a nice try, but you didn't think it through well enough. It's not like those runes were written on toilet paper. A little water is not going to dissolve them. Now I think it's time for you to admit you're out of your league. Kill him. This doesn't make sense. My runes should still be working at full
The
strength.
ink. Of course the paper didn't dissolve. The ink's your problem. It tends to run when it gets wet.
I have to find Innocentius. Innocentius!
Now then, sorcerer.
Ashes to ashes! And dust to dust! I call on the power of Screamish Blood Root!
All right, Index. I've made my decision. I don't want to be dragged into hell. So that leaves me one choice. I'll free you from its clutches using this!
There you are! Oh, finally, I've been looking for you everywhere. I knew there was no way you were kept late for remedial class, and sure enough, here you are, out enjoying all the pleasures the night has to offer.
Give me a break, Kuroko. Exactly what part of this makes it look like I'm out for a leisurely night on the town?
Oh, I can answer that easily. This place isn't on your way home from school. The fact that you're here at all means you took a detour for some reason.
Well, I had to run an errand in this part of town. And why are you here anyway?
All right, I'm here on official business. For judgment. Something strange happened tonight. I came to investigate. The fire wasn't natural. It had to have been caused by someone with psychic abilities.
That should keep them from using it as some kind of magical tracking device. Before I do anything else, I need to get her to a hospital. And after that, then what? I doubt she has any kind of ID on her. A foreign nun with no identification. Still, I have no choice. I can't just leave her alone.
Toma? Is something wrong? You look so tired and pale.
You're worried about me? We need to do something about your injuries.
I'll be all right. Really. It's not bad. If we can just stop the bleeding.
I've got you. Hey, what about those books you've got crammed in your brain? Is there any magic in there that can heal injuries?
Yes, there is.
Let's use it.
You couldn't perform it. Even if I was able to teach you the spell. And even if you performed it perfectly down to the last detail, your power would interfere.
Damn, not again. It always comes back to my stupid hand.
It isn't because of your right hand. It's the Esper power that you have that would interfere with the spell. Some Espers are born with their psychic abilities, and some develop them over time. Magic isn't a power one can be born with, but something that is learned. It was created by people who saw the Espers and desired power of their own. Magic and psychic ability are mutually exclusive.
So, all of the students who live here working to develop their psychic abilities.
Right. They can't use magic.
Damn it. That can't be right. It seems so unfair. You have talented students, but they can't do magic. The students can't do it. But wait, what about the others? Can people who don't have any Esper talent use magic? It would be my rotten luck that she's already gone to sleep. I guess I'll have to be more aggressive. Here goes. Oh!
Yes, I'm coming. No use banging like that. If you haven't noticed yet, it's a very sturdy door. Useful for keeping salesmen out.
Kamijo, what are you doing here? You haven't taken a job as a door-to-door salesman, have you?
What kind of salesman carries a sister on his back when he's out on his rounds? Listen, my friend and I are in a bit of trouble. Do you think we can come inside? Thank you, we'd
Hey,
appreciate
hold on
it.
a second. You can't just barge in on a person like this. I wasn't expecting company tonight. The place is a bit of a mess. We all have our vices, you know. Whoa, what happened here? Poor thing.
I need your help. See,
Urgent warning. Read from Chapter 2, Verse 6. Excessive loss of blood has resulted in a significant depletion of life force. As a result, John's pen has been auto-activated. I have run calculations based on heart rate and extent of blood loss. The data indicates that with no change in status, I will have 15 more minutes before my body loses its minimum life force. Should that occur, I will perish. I would appreciate it if you would follow my instructions and take the steps necessary to ensure my survival.
here's what we'll do. Listen, I'll go call an ambulance. And you follow whatever instructions she gives. Please, teacher, we have to save her. Don't let her lose consciousness while I'm gone. She's a sister, and only we can help her right now. Will you? Good. All right, Index. It's settled. Is there anything else I can do to help you?
No, there is not. Unfortunately, under the circumstances, the only option is for you to vacate this place entirely. Your presence will cause interference. If you remain, your power will cancel the recovery magic.
Did I hear her right? Did the sister really say something about recovery magic?
She did. Please, take good care of her.
Kamajo! I have a phone right there!
Unfortunately, under the circumstances, the only option is for you to vacate this place entirely. Your presence will cause interference. If you remain, your power will cancel the recovery magic. What time is it? I need the exact minute in Japan Standard Time. Also, can you please tell me what the date is?
Today is the 20th of July, and the time is now 8:30.
You didn't look at a clock before answering. How can you be so certain it is 8:30 precisely?
I couldn't have checked a clock because there aren't any here. I don't need them. But I promise the time I gave you was precise. My internal clock is accurate down to the second. My eating habits, exercise rhythms, and sleep patterns are so regulated that my body always knows what time it is.
Judging by the position of the stars and the phase of the moon, your estimation is correct within a .083 margin of error. I can therefore confirm it. Today is July 20th and it's 8:30 p.m. Japan Standard Time. Is that calculation consistent with your internal clock?
Yes, not for very much longer though. We actually just passed the 53-second mark. You're injured. You shouldn't move.
Don't be concerned. My body can regenerate. The cusp of cancer. The hour is between 8 p.m. and 12 midnight. The direction westward facing, invoking the protection of Undine.
Doing?
It's magic. From this point forward, I will need your assistance. I must borrow your body. Please follow my instructions exactly. If you do, we will accomplish this without injury. Your participation in this will be appreciated.
Why don't you lie back down instead? We'll wait for the ambulance. Let's see. I must have bandages somewhere.
Common first aid will do no good. Unfortunately, nothing you can do will suffice to close my wounds completely. Nor is there any reason to call for additional help. Any attempt will be useless unless it can heal my injuries entirely and restore my life force to the necessary levels within the next few minutes.
So, what do you want me to do? I don't know anything about magic. I didn't think it was real till now.
I deeply appreciate your cooperation. Now to begin. Tell me what that is, the black item over there.
It's a memory card. You haven't seen one before?
It will do. Please place it in the center of the coffee table.
It's really more of a tea table. What's this? It looks like you've built a miniature of the room.
The materials used are irrelevant. What is important is to recreate the placement of the items as they appear in the room.
What are those?
They represent the beer cans. As we move forward, it is vital that you follow any instruction I give down to the letter. A single misstep could be disastrous. A mistake as small as a misdirected thought could permanently damage your nervous system. Understood? Complete failure would result in the destruction of your body and death. I thought you should be aware of the risk. We will call an angel and create a temple. I will begin the chanting now. Please follow my example. Link established.
What link?
We created a temple on this table. We have now established a link between it and the room. Whatever happens in the room will also happen on the table. And whatever happens on the table will also happen in the room.
What?
Picture a golden angel. It should have 2 wings. And the body of a child. See the form of a beautiful angel.
An angel? It won't work. How am I supposed to summon an angel? Uh-oh.
You are not actually summoning the angel itself. Rather, as a spellcaster, you are using your will to create the form of an angel.
Oh, okay. A beautiful angel. 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 Incredible! I thought you said I wasn't summoning a real angel. That looks real.
A form stabilization failure. So long as the temple is protected by the blue of Undine, it is no matter. We can continue our work. Let us chant.
A beautiful angel. Angel. A beautiful 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 angel.
Life force replenishment underway, now confirming that mortal peril has been avoided. John's pen is returning to dormancy.
Are you sure that you're okay?
Yes. I just need some time to recover my strength. The wound is closed. Goodness. Tomo won't have to pay for this.
Pay for it? Like how?
It's difficult to explain, but if I had died here, the consequences he would have faced might have been terrible.
It sounds like you were more concerned about Kamajo instead of your own injuries.
I know it's strange. After all, I only just met him. But still.
Explain this. Miss Kamoy is an Academy City teacher. She's a bona fide beer-drinking, chain-smoking adult. How is it that her PJs even fit you? I mean, the age difference must be huge.
It's rude to talk down to people. And anyway, they don't fit that well. The chest area is way too tight on me.
Hey, after what I did, you're making fun of me?
What? I wasn't.
You just what, huh?
No, it's nothing.
I am an adult, thank you very much. And as for you, Kamajo, it's time you answered some questions. Who is this girl to you?
My younger sister.
You were the
I'm
worst
so
player
sorry,
ever.
Miss
Look at her.
Kamoy.
She's got
Forgive me.
silver
I
hair
bow
and blue
before you.
eyes. You are
I'm
clearly
sorry. Miss Kamoy, may I please ask a question first?
Fine.
If I do tell the truth to you, are you going to report it to Academy City's governing board?
Yes. I'm not sure what kind of trouble you've gotten yourself involved in, but I can tell that it's something serious. And now that I know about it, it is my duty as a faculty member and a responsible adult to report it to the authorities. Whatever's going on, it seems like you've gotten in over your head, Kamajo. How can I stand back and do nothing when one of my students is in danger?
If you were a stranger, I wouldn't hesitate to involve you in this. But you've already done so much to help. I don't want you to get hurt.
That may have been a fancy little speech, but I can't just leave it at that. You aren't going to get out of this that easily, you know.
Where are you going?
I'm giving you time to think. There are a few groceries I need from the supermarket. You are going to stay here. I expect you to give serious consideration to what you're going to tell me. I'll be gone for a bit. You should have more than enough time. Oh, and
Yes, ma'am?
there's always a chance I'll get caught up in my shopping and forget about this. But I still expect you to explain yourself once I get back. I don't want you trying to weasel your way out of it. Do you understand?
She's a nice person.
Are you talking about Miss Komoy?
Mm-hmm.
We should keep her from getting further involved, huh?
That's right. It wouldn't be safe for her to use any more magic. The grimoires are really dangerous. They're full of unconventional ideas that alter basic laws of nature. It's like there are two different worlds. This one and the one within the grimoires. And the other one is toxic.
Like poison?
When people of this world who aren't sorcerers read what is written in the grimoires, it damages their brains. Normal humans were never meant to read such poisonous ideas, you see?
That's horrible. Is that what magic is? It sounds evil.
You want to know? You want me to tell you about it? The poison I carry.
You look so serious. Hands clasped and head bowed, almost like you're talking to a priest.
Yeah, you're right. It kind of feels like you're taking my confession. There used to be only one Church of the Cross. Do you know why there are so many divisions of it now? People began to mix their politics with religion. When that happened, the church fractured into separate factions, each one wanting to follow a different path. Even though they all still shared a common God. Each group evolved in its own way, developing a character suited to its beliefs.
Character, sure.
I belong to a branch of the English Puritan Church. England is a country of magic, so anti-sorcery practices like witch hunts and inquisitions became increasingly commonplace over the centuries. The English Puritan Church created a special branch for such things. This branch investigates magic and develops countermeasures against sorcerers. It's called the Church of Necessary Evil, or Necessarius.
And you're part of the sect?
You see, understanding an impure enemy that way taints the mind, just as coming into contact with the unclean taints the body. But still, we continue to stand against this impurity, the epitome of which
is the library you carry around in your head.
A piece of magic is a lot like a formula in some ways. If you understand its components well enough, you can figure out how to neutralize your opponent's attack. That means that if you understand all the magic in the world, you should be able to neutralize the power entirely. That's why I memorized the grimoires.
Why they were drilled into you. Okay, right?
It's not the books that matter, it's what's written inside them. Even if the original works were destroyed, their contents could have been passed on. Besides, humans wouldn't be able to dispose of the originals. Destroying that kind of magic isn't something the human mind can bear. And since the information can't be destroyed, they had no choice but to store it in a safe place.
So basically, it's like there's a bomb inside your head and some evil people want to get their hands on it.
Anyone who could use all 103,000 volumes would have the power to warp the entire world.
How could you? This is major stuff and you waited until now to tell me?
You're such a skeptic, I didn't think you were going to believe me. I didn't want to frighten you off. And also, well, I didn't want you to stop liking me.
That's why you kept it from me? Well, I deserve better. Church of Necessary Evil, magic robes, a whole library of evil books. Yeah, it's a crazy story and I still have a hard time buying it. But that's it, right? No more surprises? You owe me an apology. Did you actually think I wouldn't like you just because you happen to memorize a bunch of old books? You just assume judgment. Have some faith. Cheer up. Sorcerers are no match for me. Not while I've got this right hand.
Except, didn't you say they're making you take remedial classes at school?
Did I say that?
You certainly did.
Well, forget about it. It doesn't matter.
If it doesn't matter, then why did you say anything about it in the first place? Was that just an excuse? Did you want to get away from me? Am I cramping your style? Well, are you going to answer me?
How is Index?
Still alive.
I've been looking into the identity of that boy she's got with her.
Good. Did you find anything out about his hand?
Whatever he is, he certainly doesn't appear to be an Esper. Or a sorcerer.
So what then? I hope you're not trying to convince me he's just an ordinary high school student. There's no way. A rank amateur with no power at all repelling Innocentius? Not in this lifetime. He's not a normal kid.
Normal? No. All appearances. A hopeless student who's quick to get into a fight.
He must be concealing his true status somehow, right? But there's something troubling me even more. Index was healed using magic. What do you think? Is there another magic cabal we don't know of here in the Far East?
If they were operating out of the Academy City, the governing board would have picked up on them by now. Even so, we wouldn't know their number. Plus, we don't have any reinforcements.
She's happy, huh? She really seems to be having fun here. She always makes the best of what she has. I wonder, how much longer are we going to have to keep tearing that apart?
You're starting to get sentimental. You wouldn't be having second thoughts, would you?
I know what needs to be done.
Eventually, Miss Komoe returned from her shopping. She invited us to stay at her place, and she didn't say a word about our earlier conversation. Maybe she got distracted with her errands and forgot about it. Or maybe she just pretended to forget. I wasn't about to ask.
Bath time, bath time. I love bath time. Bath time, bath time. I love bath time. Toma, Toma. Toma, Toma, Toma. It's nothing. I just thought it was funny to say your name a bunch of times for no good reason. Now that I think about it, there is something I want to ask you. Something Komoe told me.
Listen, this is very important. Japanese bathhouses have something called coffee milk. Do this, then this, and then with your hand on your hip, you drink it all.
Oh! I've never heard of something called coffee milk. Is it like a latte or cappuccino?
You won't find anything as fancy as that in a bathhouse. But don't be too disappointed. I bet you'll get a kick out of the bathtubs. They're gigantic. In England, you mostly have tight, narrow tubs, don't you?
Actually, I have no idea what they're like.
You don't? Why?
Well, because the first memory I have is of being here. I don't really know much about what life is like in England.
I was wondering how you seem to fit in so easily here.
I don't think you understand what I mean. I'm not from here. I'm European. I was born in England, London actually. Apparently, I was raised in St. George's Cathedral. I only arrived in Japan about a year ago, or so I'm told anyway.
So you're told?
Uh-huh. Apparently, I lost my memory somehow. It was strange. When I first opened my eyes, I didn't even know who I was. I couldn't remember what I'd eaten for dinner the day before. Necessarius? All that knowledge just spinning around in my head. It was really scary.
So you're telling me that you lost your memory and you have no idea how it happened? That's crazy.
Yeah. What is it? Are you angry again?
No, I'm not angry.
You sure? If I've done something wrong, say so. Really. You shouldn't act so immature. It isn't attractive.
You're just about the last person in the world who should be lecturing me about immaturity, little girl.
Hey, who are you calling little? I'm serious, you really look angry. Or is it just that annoying thing you like to do where you get all upset because you know it'll get under my skin? That's one of the things I don't like about you.
Oh, come on. Are you really gonna give me that crap when you never liked me to begin with? This isn't some romantic comedy where the two main characters start off hating each other until suddenly... Index? What's with the puppy dog eyes? I was just joking around with you. Okay? Yes, great. I'm covered in bite marks and she's off. That's weird. There's no one here. What's happening?
Runes. I engraved them around this spot so we could have a little privacy.
And who the hell are you?
Kaori Kanzaki, and I already know who you are.
There's no one here. What's happening?
Runes. I engraved them around this spot so we could have a little privacy.
And who the hell are you?
Kaori Kanzaki, and I know who you are. If possible, I would like to avoid giving you my magic name.
And why's that?
It's also my killer name.
So you're like that other guy. You're a sorceress.
I'm not going to beat around the bush. I would like you to hand over Index, and I'd prefer to avoid violence.
And if I refuse?
Then you'll leave me no choice. I will tell you my other name and then take her. I'll ask once again. Are you going to hand in?
You think I'll give in to you? You think I'd surrender her? No, not to someone like you.
I'll ask as many times as I have to. With this sword, I wield the 7 flashes. Do you know what that means? I have the power to kill you 7 times over in the blink of an eye. Certain death is the reason you should surrender her to me.
Damn, she's not exaggerating. What now? I still have this.
Style has informed me about your talent. From what he tells me, your right hand can somehow render magic ineffective. But that got me thinking. What if you can't touch the source of the magic? Then you're out of luck, aren't you?
Now what? Should I try charging her?
7 flashes. You're going to make me keep asking, aren't you? Understand why you refuse to give in when you know what I can do. 7 flashes.
Damn you! It's not working. Ultra-thin wires? She's been using the movement of her sword to distract me from noticing them. You're not using magic. Maybe you aren't really a sorceress after all.
Weren't you listening earlier? Style told me about your sneaky little power.
So does that mean your sword isn't a magic weapon?
Magic or not, I don't carry it around for decoration. The 7 flashes come first, but the ultimate attack, single flash, still awaits you. And don't forget, I haven't yet told you my magic name. And I truly hope you won't make me say it, boy. If it was my choice, I would never give that name out again.
What do I do? Surrender?
I'm sorry, what did you say? Speak a little louder, I couldn't hear you.
Shut up. I was telling you to shut up. I will never surrender to a heartless monster.
10 flashes. Haven't you had enough pain already? You're willing to risk your life to protect this girl. What is she to you?
There's something I want to know. Why am I still alive? If you were gonna kill me, you could have done it a dozen times by now. But you keep holding back. You're still human enough to know right from wrong. You aren't enjoying this any more than I am. You understand why I'm doing this. Index is an innocent girl and you attacked her. You tore her up and left her for dead. You can't expect me to just let you get away with it. And that's not all. Thanks to you and your friends, she lost her memory. Did you know that? What horrible things did you have to do to her to make something like that happen? I did try. I have fought like hell against you people. But it wasn't enough. I'm just a pathetic kid who can't even save us, who can do nothing but watch helplessly while you drag her away to do who knows what to her. But you're stronger than that. You're no weakling stuck on the sidelines. With powers like yours, you can do anything you want to do. You can protect anybody who needs protecting, but you choose not to.
You understand nothing. Nothing at all. I didn't have any choice. I'm not doing this because I want to. I am only doing the work that I am required to do. By Necessarius.
Wait, I know that name. It's the same branch of the English Church Index belongs to.
She and I belong to the same organization. More importantly, she is a very dear friend to me. I know I injured her badly, but that was never my intention. It was an accident. I didn't know. I didn't realize the walking church had been compromised. I wouldn't have attacked so hard if I'd known she would get hurt like that. Never.
Hold on a second. If you're such good friends, why would you be attacking her at all?
I had to attack her in order to protect her. Without our help, she's not going to live much longer. It's because of her photographic memory.
But why? What does that have to do with anything?
It's the reason behind all that has happened.
This is about her perfect memory. About those books she's always describing. She says they're in her head, that she always carries them with her.
The capacity of the human brain is surprisingly small, so you forget. You get rid of the memories you don't need. Doing so keeps your brain from overloading. Forgetting keeps humans alive. However, Index cannot forget. The number of leaves on a tree-lined street, the faces of people crowded together during rush hour, the shape of every raindrop that falls from the sky. It doesn't take long before her brain is so packed full of trivial memories that it can't function.
Wait a second. Explain something. You say that Index is part of the same organization as you. If so, why does she describe you and your friend as evil sorcerers? It makes no sense. Or are you saying that Index has been lying to me this whole time?
No, she is telling you what she believes to be true. But she doesn't know. Not that we all work together as members of Necessarius, nor the actual reason that we have to pursue her. All of it has been erased from her memory. She does remember. Her fears are not unreasonable. From what she knows, it makes sense for her to believe that a magic cabal is after the Library of Grimoires.
Hold on. I don't understand. Index has a photographic memory, right? How is it possible for someone with her ability to forget everything that happened before a year ago?
Forgetting isn't the right way to describe it. It's more accurate to say we took her memories from her.
You erased her memory? How is that possible? You used magic, but why do it at all? You and Index were close. You even belonged to the same church. That's what you said, isn't it? You consider her a very dear friend. That's what you told me. If that's true, how could you do this to her?
Because I had no other choice, that's why. I do it because unless I do, my friend will die. A full 85% of Index's brain is used to store the 103,000 grimoires. As a result, she has only 15% of her brain remaining to control day-to-day functions. That 15% quickly fills up with new memories, and once it's full, her brain...
Isn't there another way to save her?
No, there isn't.
How much time does she have left?
Index's memory erasure is conducted at precise yearly intervals. If we do not do it at that exact time, the erasure cannot occur. There are 3 days remaining.
Only 3?
Don't worry. The procedure we perform doesn't hurt her. And as I've already explained to you, if we don't do it, she will be lost. So I'll ask you again. Will you turn Index over to us without forcing me to speak my magic name? If we battle, you will lose, and her memory will still be erased. She will have no idea who you are or what you have done for her. Fight me and your sacrifice will mean nothing. Trying to help her now is ultimately an empty gesture.
What the hell do you know? It doesn't matter whether or not she remembers me once this is over. I'll explain since you clearly don't get it. I am truly Index's friend, unlike you. Nothing you can say will change my mind. For better or worse, I'm on her side and that's how it's gonna stay. Every single thing you've said since we started talking has only convinced me more. I don't think you're telling me everything. Like why you left her in the dark on this. Why not at least try to tell her what you're doing? Instead, you hunt her down and frighten her. When she needed somebody the most, you people abandoned her. Some friend you turned out to be.
Shut up, you ignorant little maggot! You know less than nothing. Do you think this is something we enjoy? Stealing her memories over and over and over again. You look at Style like he's some monster from a nightmare. Well, he's not. You fight for her as a friend while he must save her life by pretending to be the enemy. Do you have any idea the toll it took on him to confront you? You stay safely cocooned in your self-righteous rage while Style sacrifices everything to save his friend. What the hell gives you the right to judge us? I've done everything I can. I've tried it all. I once spent a full year, spring, summer, fall, winter, collecting memories for her. I wrote them all down in a diary, every detail I could remember, so she would remember too. I just wanted to give her something to hold on to. But it was no use. It didn't work. We watch her start over every year, creating new memories with new people, rebuilding the world that we had to take away, only to have every one of those new memories stolen again. Knowing we finally realized we couldn't take it anymore. We can't stand beside her knowing what we'll have to do. It's too much to bear.
Don't give me that crap. Poor you. That's what this is about. How much it hurts you. I didn't hear anything in your speech about Index's feelings. You're ashamed of what you do and scared of getting hurt. You let Index pay the price for your cowardice. You could tell her the truth about what has to be done to her. Tell her she won't be alone and there's no need to be scared because she can make new memories. Tell her that the memories she creates could be even happier than the memories she's losing. Do that, and she wouldn't have to be constantly on the run anymore. It sounds like a simple enough solution, don't you think? So why won't you do it? What's the real reason you're hiding everything from her? You say it's for her sake, but I think that's a lie. You have the power to help her, but you keep her trapped in the same cycle. There has to be a reason you haven't told me. What are you really afraid of? What are you really trying to protect? What are you really doing here? You're so confident in your strength as a sorceress, but if you're so damn powerful, then why? Why can't you do something for...
Are we finished here?
What's slower? I can't keep up with you. Jeez, why are you in such a hurry all the time? Kuroko, are you listening to yourself? You're the one always going on about the importance of sticking to curfew. Well, if we get there late, it's not going to be my fault. Please wait for me. What's going on here? Wow, look at that. That's a perfectly smooth cut. It could be a prank pulled by some student with pneumatic control ability. Yeah, sure, a prank. It's a good thing I'm here then. This is a job for judgment. Get back here, Kuroko! What am I supposed to do with all these bags? Thanks a lot. What are you looking at? Is something the matter? No, it's fine.
Are you awake, Toma?
Where am I? Ow, that really hurt.
Be careful. You shouldn't be getting out of bed yet.
The sun is up already, so that must mean I slept the whole night. I don't remember coming back here. Hey, what time is it now?
You were out for more than just one night. 3 whole days.
Really? That long? What happened that would keep me unconscious for 3 days? There was something.
Index's memory erasure is conducted at precise yearly intervals. There are 3 days remaining.
You got quiet all of a sudden. What's wrong? Are you in pain?
Oh, no. That's a good sign. Index still remembers me. That must mean her memories haven't been erased. She doesn't seem to be acting any differently, so it can't have happened yet. It's all right then.
Nothing's all right. It was horrible. I didn't know what happened to you. Until Komaway had told me you collapsed in the middle of the road, I had no idea where you were. She was the one who found you, battered and bruised and unconscious, and clue what was happening to you out there. I didn't realize that you were fighting another sorcerer. That you were in trouble because of me. It's my fault. It's all my fault. I couldn't help you, Toma. I'm so sorry.
What's the deal with all these bandages? I look like a mummy. Don't you think that was a little bit of overkill?
I figured the more I bandaged you up, the quicker you were going to heal. Of course, there's no way it'll be as fast as using magic.
No, probably not. But personally, I'm just fine with letting it heal the normal way.
Toma!
Huh?
Unbelievable! Unbelievable! After everything that's happened, you still don't believe in magic, do you? I swear you're the most stubborn guy I've ever met!
Calm down, that isn't what I meant. It's not that I don't believe. I just don't like seeing you that way. It freaks me out when that other personality takes over your body.
Okay, I understand, but I'm awake now, so it's alright.
What do you mean awake?
Well, when the other voice takes over, it's like I'm talking in my sleep. I sound all cold and robotic. John's pen is useful when I'm unconscious or badly hurt, but it's still kind of scary. It's not me. What I'm trying to say is I can understand why you don't want to see me like that. I don't want you to.
Dex.
It's okay, dummy. Now you should eat something.
I appreciate it, but I'm not hungry.
Too bad. You have to eat to regain your strength. I'm a sister. I know how to care for the sick.
Yes, I know. But right now I just like some quiet time to myself to meditate.
Is that so? You don't want the food I made? Yes? Maybe Komoe's back.
Excuse me, I live here. Can I help you with something? Kamajo, Index, are you there? I don't know what's going on, but you seem to have visitors out here.
You again? What are you doing here?
Looks like you're in pretty bad shape. I don't think you're going to have much luck running away from me this time.
He's right. Up until now, Index has been staying ahead of them fairly easily on her when she's saddled with someone who's badly injured. That's why they did this to me, to make it easier for them to catch her. What now?
Go away! Please, I'm begging you. Leave him alone and I'll go anywhere you want. I'll do anything you ask. Anything!
Index, no.
Just take me. I'm the one you want, aren't I? But I ask one thing. I don't want you hurting Toma anymore!
Okay, Kamajo, I'm heading out now. I won't be back until late, so you're in charge. Be a good boy and keep an eye on things here for me, alright?
But I ask one thing. I don't want you hurting Toma anymore!
The limit will be reached in 12 hours and 38 minutes. We wanted to see if the ball and chain was sufficient to keep you from running away again. It worked better than we thought.
The ball and chain?
You don't want your little toy taken away, do you? If not, you'd best abandon any thoughts of running. Understood?
It'll be alright. I can work out a deal with them. And your life can go back to how it was before you met me. I promise. I'm not going to let them bother you anymore.
Index, what happened?
I'll make this quick. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Kanzaki, wasn't it?
It doesn't matter. There's no need for pleasantries now. Is Index there with you?
I'd rather not wake her up.
No, that's perfect. Just listen to what I have to say. It's almost time. She'll reach her limit tonight at midnight. At that exact hour, we'll begin the ceremony to erase her memories. The one that will save her life.
Why would you go out of your way to tell me your plans? Knowing what to expect is only gonna make it that much easier for me to fight you.
Don't you want the opportunity to say goodbye for debate or negotiation? This is an order. You will say your farewells before we arrive, and then you will leave that place. Do you understand me?
You people are unbelievable. Index is paying the price for your incompetence. I thought you guys knew sorcery. Can't you do anything with your magic to help her? She's got 103,000 books in her head. Maybe one of those has the answer.
The church can't allow that. Index turning on them is their greatest fear.
What are you talking about?
The grimoires are full of dangerous information. The church decreed that Index would not be allowed access to anything in them that dealt with memory manipulation.
Fine. Then why not try to get to them with your own magic?
The church is also very concerned about sorcerers outside of Necessarius gaining access to the books. Take my word for it, the grimoires are very well protected. And then, of course, there's the fact that the act of reading the grimoires defiles the mind.
You knew that, and you still let Index memorize them?
We weren't told until it was already done. Our magic cannot help her. Trust me.
All right, then. But what about us?
What do you mean?
I'm talking about science. I bet there are any number of ways to erase someone's memory by using science. You've said magic can't be used to get to those. City, remember? There are plenty of espers here who know about manipulating the mind. I say it's still too soon to abandon all hope. But maybe you'd rather go for the quick fix you know will work instead of taking on a challenge. Never mind that it's your supposed friend's happiness we're talking about here.
Talk is cheap. Results are what we're interested in. And, to use your words, we do indeed know that our quick fix will have the desired result of saving her life. We can't be certain something else would work, so any other method would be a gamble. It isn't a matter of not wanting to take on a challenge. We don't want to be reckless with somebody else's life.
In that case, I don't think we'll ever see eye to eye on this. No surprise there. But you should know. I'm still gonna fight you. No matter what, you should stay out of my way. I don't care what I do to you if it means saving her.
If anything happens to her while she's in your care, you can consider your life forfeit. I will see you at midnight tonight. You only have a short time remaining now. If you want to spend it fighting a losing battle, it's up to you.
Let's see. Memory loss is commonly caused by old age or overconsumption of alcohol. It may also occur following an interruption of blood flow to the brain. Drug-induced. Certain medicines may also cause memory loss. Among these are general anesthetics such as halothane as well as some benzodiazepines. Forget it, this isn't getting me anywhere. What is that? Miss Komoi's cell phone statement. That might work. I'll ask Miss Komoi if she knows the number to any research lab that might deal with neurology. Oh, come on. Pick up the phone! I guess all I can do now is call up some places at random and hope. Next up. Damn it! Hi, is someone there?
Research on photographic memory? Yes, I'm familiar with it. What's the problem? Can you describe the issue in detail for me? Magic? Seriously? What do you think you're doing, making a prank call at this hour? It's nearly midnight.
Hello? Are you still there? Hello? Oh, for Christ's
saying out loud.
We've run out of time.
Move it. We'll refer to the Book of Crowley. We need to call down an angel and raise a temple in this room. We need to root out every last memory.
Wait, just hold on. Think about it. There are over 1.8 million espers here in Academy City, and more than 1,000 research labs. If we check out those possibilities, we might not have to resort to something so drastic. You guys don't want this to happen to her either, right? Deep down, you're hoping and praying that there's some other way, aren't you? So it's simple. Just wait a little longer. I promise. I'll find another way. Whatever it takes, I'll find something that works for everybody.
Are you done talking, or is there more? Look! If she wasn't unconscious now, would you be saying the same thing? She's endured this hell for so long. She's in so much pain she can't open her eyes. And you'd tell her, sit tight, there's something I want to try. You'd pumping her full of drugs, all on the off chance that maybe it'll work? What kind of a person are you? Answer me. Are you truly a human being or a monster who's wearing human skin? Do you see this? It's a magical artifact necessary for erasing her memories. All you have to do is touch it with your right hand and it will lose all its power. The only thing that we'll be taking from Index is her memory. A small price to pay. But you, if whatever you want to attempt fails, you'll be taking away her life. Knowing that, do you still want to try? Can you sit here watching her struggle bravely and decide to risk her life? If you're so sure it's going to work, why do you hesitate? Go ahead and play the hero.
I'm Index. Nice to meet you. Do you have any food in there? I'm really starving. Please feed me.
Ceremony will commence at 12:15 a.m. We'll use the power of Leo to perform the memory erasure.
All right.
Hey, sorcerer guy. What am I supposed to say to her when I tell her goodbye?
If you haven't noticed, I'm busy. I don't have time to give you advice. With your right hand extinguished my flames. I still can't comprehend the principles at work there, but I don't want it to have any influence on the ceremony we're about to perform, no matter how minor it may be.
Useless. I'm useless. What good am I if I can't even save this one girl from suffering such a huge loss?
There is still enough time left. We have 10 minutes before we need to begin. Do you remember what it was like for us the first time we had to erase her memories? We spent the whole night by her side, sobbing.
No way. Who knows what that kid might try to pull if we leave him here? If we take our eyes off him for a second, he could do something that kills them both.
If that were really true, wouldn't he have touched the cross when you gave him the opportunity? You only gave him that test because you knew he would pass. You knew he wouldn't risk her life.
Yeah, maybe.
Either way, we cannot perform the ceremony until the time is right. It's riskier to deny him his goodbye. Without that closure, he might change his mind and interrupt us at a crucial moment. Just let him.
Just 10 minutes. Understood?
Index. I'm sorry.
kind of array has been set up in the room?
They said it was recovery magic.
Recovery magic? Who said that? Those sorcerers came back, didn't they? Go now! You have to get out of here!
No, it's fine. I'm staying.
Toma!
It's all done. It's over. For now, at least, it's over.
Toma.
I'm sorry. I'll get stronger and this will never happen again. I'll punish every single person who is responsible for doing this to you. When I'm done with them, they'll regret this more than anything else they've ever done in their lives. Just you wait. Next time, I swear I'll save you. Next time, I will not fail, no matter what I have to do.
Thank you, Toma. I'll be waiting.
It's really the way it has to end. It's not fair. There must have been something else I could have done. Something to get to those damn books that are taking up 85% of Index's brain. Something to save the memory she does have left. She should get to control more than a sliver of her own brain. Wait.
A full 85% of Index's brain is used to store the 103,000 grimoires. As a result, she has only 15% of her brain remaining to control day-to-day functions. Index's memory erasure is conducted at precise yearly intervals.
Hang on a second. How is it that only a year's worth of memories can fit into that leftover 15%? And another thing, how did they arrive at those figures in the first place? They seem like arbitrary percentages, not precise calculations.
Yes? Oh, hi, Kamajo. I recognized your voice. What are you doing using my phone without asking permission first? Huh? What's that about photographic memory? Yeah, it exists. It's a rare ability that very few people have. Was there something specific you want to know about it?
Someone told me a year's worth of memories take up 15% of a person's brain capacity. But if that's true, become overloaded around the time they're 7 years old?
It's true that somebody with a photographic memory is unable to forget anything. The memories are permanent no matter how trivial they are. But even so, it's impossible for someone's memories to overload their brain. In fact, some studies indicate that the human brain is able to store up to 140 years of memories.
It's impossible for memories to overload the human brain?
Human memory is really complex. There's more than one kind, you know. There's semantic memory, which handles language and knowledge. Procedural memory, which handles motor skills that are acquired over time. And episodic memory, which handles memories of past events.
Kinda nifty the way it's all split up like that, huh?
Oh yeah, very nifty. So, Miss Komoy, what exactly are you telling me?
I'll sum it up for you. It doesn't matter how much knowledge you acquire. Neurologically speaking, there is absolutely no way that your memories could make your brain explode or anything close to it.
According to what Miss Komoy says, Index's photographic memory isn't actually a life-threatening condition. If that's the case, it has to mean the church is lying to Kanzaki. But there's no question that Index is suffering. The church must have tampered with her brain somehow. She'll die. They need to ensure that Index, the keeper of the Grimoire Library, will never turn against them. And Index's friends, too. The church needs to make sure they'll do what they're told. Alright, so what exactly did they do to make her this way?
If you're so sure it's going to work, why do you hesitate? Go ahead and play the hero.
I won't play the hero. I will be the hero! Okay. Let's see. There doesn't seem to be any change yet, so I haven't come in contact with any magic. Alright, maybe they put it someplace I haven't touched yet? wouldn't.
Urgent warning. Read from Chapter 3, Verse 2. A rupture has been detected in all barriers from 1 through 3. Regeneration provisions failing. Auto-regeneration not possible. Action required to preserve the library, assigning priority to interception of the intruder. Currently reverse calculating the magic formula that has penetrated the barriers by accessing the library. Failure. Unable to locate relevant magic. Breaking down formula composition to develop a local weapon that will counter the intruder. Locating most effective mag successfully acquired. Now deploying specified magic, employing St. George's Holy Sanctuary. The intruder will be destroyed.
About it yourselves.
St. George's Holy Sanctuary is having no effect on the intruder's opposition. Now switching to a more effective spell. Attempt to destroy the intruder will continue.
Fortis 9-3.
What are those lights?
I know this. It's Dragon's Breath. Its power is equal to one of those touches you. You're in big trouble.
You're up! Move it, Esper!
Urgent warning. Reading from Chapter 6, Verse 13. No opponent has been identified. Altering combat strategy. Beginning a survey of the battle scene. Completed. Prioritizing the destruction of intruders. Strongest threat, Tomakamijo, will be destroyed first. Urgent warning. From Chapter 22, begin Verse 1. Successfully recalculated for flame magic. A distorted version of the Church of the Cross spell has been detected, along with multiple runes. Formulating counter Church of the Cross spell. St. George's Holy Sanctuary. Activating Stage 2. Eli Eli Lama Sabachthani.
God, they say you are good and just. If that's true, then I will be able to destroy this evil magic. Are you good? Will you do justice? We'll find out right now!
Warning. Last chapter. Verse. Verse 0. Caller has sustained critical damage. John's pen. Failing.
How odd. Apparently a mysterious blast of light tore through one of our observation satellites. You and your two other companions. It seems that all three of you were in Academy City without any form of identification. Would you happen to know anything about this strange event?
No.
All right. And that letter there. It was sent by one of the other foreigners, was it? Whoa! I didn't think it was meant for you. It was clearly addressed to the boy. It's for him to open.
He won't mind. Any salutation would sound phony, so I'll just skip it.
You did a damn fine job back there, Esper. I could probably say more, but what's the point? Writing down what I felt and what went through my mind that night would require a whole rainforest worth of paper, so I'll skip that too. Instead, as a token of my gratitude for your help, a mission she's found herself in. The church wanted us to bring her back immediately. However, they changed their minds when we asked about those lies you uncovered. After that, they told us to simply maintain the current status, which basically translates as wait and see what happens. Personally, I don't much like the idea of her being with you for a moment longer than necessary. I'm sure it will come as no particular surprise that I'm not planning to give up and turn her over to you indefinitely. We will be gathering the necessary data, and once we have all the information we require, we intend to come back and reclaim her. But you need not fear another attack.
For now, just wait until I contact you again.
That's quite a mischievous friend you've got there. The letter must have been dipped in a liquid explosive of some kind. I know you're anxious from waiting. You're eager to see for yourself how the boy is holding up. It might do him good to have a visitor. Still, if you seem shocked by his condition, it might frighten him. So...
May I have your attention, please? We would like to remind all friends and family that visiting hours will end at 9 p.m. If you would like to remain at the hospital later than this, please see the information desk for approval. The gift
Yes?
shop and the cafeteria will remain open until...
Hi, Toma.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, but I think you might be looking for a different room.
his memories haven't just been lost. They've been completely obliterated.
What do you mean? What's the difference?
It's not a normal case of memory loss. The brain cells that managed his memories have been physically destroyed. I'd be very surprised if he remembered anything from his past. What happened to him? It's like a...
Are you feeling all right, miss? You look awfully pale, like you've had a terrible shock.
Oh no, I'm fine. Really, I'm just fine, thank you.
You know, you look familiar. Have we maybe met before?
Of course. Don't you remember? We have met. It was out on the balcony of your student dormitory.
I see. I lived in a student dorm before this happened.
That's right. I showed up one day. You gave me some food, and you used your right hand to destroy my walking church.
Did you say walking church? What's that? And why would I destroy one of them?
Come on. You have to remember. Think, Toma. How could you forget fighting those two sorcerers who had been chasing me?
You called me Toma. Whose name is that?
It was yours, but you don't remember it. My name is Index, and I want you to know, even though you don't remember it, I loved you.
I'm sorry. Index is a funny name. It doesn't sound like something a girl would be had. Gotcha! Hook, line, and sinker. What, did I hurt your feelings by comparing you to an animal? Be a little adventurous. We could get you a nice collar. Come on, it'll be fun. Would you rather be a dog or a cat? I'm guessing cat.
I'm confused. I thought your brain cells had been destroyed, and your memory was gone completely.
Hey now, you almost make it sound like you wish I had forgotten everything. Well?
No, I don't.
So according to the doctor with the frog face, my memory cells have been utterly obliterated. And because of that, I should have forgotten everything that's ever happened to me.
What do you mean, you should have?
Well, here's the thing. All that supposed damage was inflicted by a magic spell. That alone explains it all, doesn't it? When I touched you on the head, it was with my right hand. That's all I needed to do. Imagine Breaker took care of the rest. No problem.
Imagine Breaker?
Yeah, my right hand. That's what the magic spell. And since it never had the chance to reach my brain, I came out all right. Man, the look on your face was priceless. I mean, you're usually the one going around saying crazy stuff and messing with people's heads. I have to admit, it was pretty fun to turn the tables on you this time. Uh-oh.
should see a doctor.
I'm dead. She's gonna kill me.
Listen, son. Are you sure about what you're doing? You don't remember anything, do you? I told you what happened. Every last detail that those other two gave me about the event.
No, I don't. But for some reason, I can't explain. The last thing in the world I wanted was to see that girl cry. I'm not really sure what this feeling is exactly. But it's there. Even if I never remember the reason why. And that's okay, because I don't want to let it go. So, I guess one memory was left to me after all, huh?
Your memories are dead. They were destroyed with your brain cells. All past information was blasted irreversibly out of your brain. So then, where do you think this remembered feeling is coming from? Where is it stored?
Well, Doctor, that should be obvious. From my heart. Wouldn't you agree?
Have now passed since a mysterious incident caused us to lose contact with our satellite, Orihime 1. So far, all efforts to reestablish contact have failed. The governing board has convened an emergency session to hear further suggestions from Academy City scientists.
You are no different from the others. Every person who comes here has the same reaction to my rather unusual appearance. But it makes sense to me. If machines can sustain my life, why make my body do it?
Yes. Director General Alistair.
I believe you are already aware of the reason you've been called back here from England. A situation has developed.
If you mean deep blood, I know.
We have indeed located a young girl who possesses the ability to kill a certain creature. A creature that we aren't even sure actually exists. Here is where it gets complicated. Sorcerers aren't usually allowed in the city, and yet one has involved himself in this.
In Academy City?
Crushing a sorcerer is no problem. If pressed, we could handle it. But of course, I would prefer to avoid such a conflict. Pitting members of the scientific and magical disciplines against each other is a dangerous game, as you know. Scientists and magicians, each side with its own power, its own exclusive knowledge. The harmony of this division keeps the world in balance. Academy City is bursting with espers. Suppose a sorcerer was brought down by someone with psychic talent, you...
I can, sir. But you believe that the problem can be solved by sending a fellow member of the magical community to deal with this sorcerer.
That is my plan. Additionally, I have at my disposal one of the natural enemies of sorcery.
Do you mean a magic breaker? But sir, I thought the idea was to avoid using espers at all.
That won't be an issue. He's a level 0 with no abilities to speak of. He has no access to privileged information, so using him will not risk a security breach. Yet he will be helpful in dealing with our sorcerer friends.
Basically, you brought me back here to team up with the boy.
He does not have the brains to understand your magic, nor does he possess the power to recreate it. You won't have to worry about your magical secrets being revealed.
I will do as you wish. But sir, we've never seen the power of deep blood. Can we even be certain it truly exists? And if we learn that it does, think of the ramifications. It would prove
the existence of dangerous creatures that would need to be hunted down and killed. That is more of a question for your side. I believe the occult is your domain, not ours. You know, it seems we are presented with an interesting philosophical question. If the existence of deep blood proves the existence of vampires, what exactly does the Imagine Breaker prove?
Seriously, who would have expected a textbook to cost so much? It's extortion.
Toma, what do you think you would have done with the money if you hadn't had to buy that book?
I don't want to think about it.
No! Answer me! What could you have bought?
Yeah, okay, I get it already. If I'd studied regularly, I wouldn't have had to buy a... Hey, what are you staring at? No way. Nobody can eat 3,600 yen worth of ice cream. Even you.
Excuse me, I haven't complained even once about how hot and uncomfortable I am in this miserable heat. And I certainly didn't imply that I'd use your money to buy something for myself. So why would you suggest that I was thinking anything about buying a bunch of ice cream?
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were so uncomfortable out here. Let's find some place to sit inside for a while.
Why should we? These robes represent the Lord's protection. I wear them proudly. I would never dream of complaining about how unwieldy and suffocating they are.
Apparently, I knew this chatty nun before the incident that landed me in the hospital. I say apparently for a reason. I'm not entirely sure why, but for some reason I want to keep my memory loss a secret from everyone else. Everyone. But most importantly, I want to keep this girl from finding out. I don't understand, but somehow, a part of me remembers who she is. Her smiles and her tears.
Hey, Toma! Are you even paying attention to me? I was explaining that as a nun, I live a life of austerity. Therefore, I am forbidden from indulging in a tasty treat like ice cream.
I guess that settles it then. I wouldn't want you to break a rule or anything.
Of course, while all nuns are told to abstain, I am still a novice, so surely they can't expect me to exhibit perfect behavior all the time. Certain allowances must be made for the younger sisters. For instance, should a scoop of ice cream accidentally fall into my mouth, surely no one would expect me to abstain from eating it. What choice would I have?
Heyo!
Huh?
Sorry to interrupt, Kami. Looks like you're having a pretty intense discussion over there. Want to introduce us to your lady friend? Oh, come on, dude. Don't tell me you don't know her name. What, is the heat giving you amnesia or something? Calm down. I'm just kidding. It's not hot enough out here to boil your brains unless you combine it with some serious partying. Well, man, you gonna tell us your little friend's name or not? Let me guess. Is it a dude dressed up as a chick? Kind of flat.
Jeez, guys, there are some things you just don't say out loud. Sure, she's a little on the small side, but...
Toma! Gentlemen, I think you should know I am a nun of the English Puritan Church. If there is anything you would like to repent, I will be happy to listen to your transgressions. Shakes for me! Shakes for me! 3 milkshakes in the row for me!
Thanks for the grub, Kami. How'd I forget my wallet?
How did all of this end up being my treat? My stupid luck.
Toma! We're over here!
Wow, found a booth. Ah! This is not good. So not good. Is something wrong? Are you in some kind of pain?
I ate myself to ruin.
On 3, guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah!
Excuse me. You ate yourself to ruin? How?
And on top of that, I had a bunch of coupons to use. Before I knew it, I'd ordered 30 of them.
Overdid it a little, didn't you? Sorry, I didn't mean to,
Comfort food.
Huh?
I need a return train ticket. It's 600 yen.
Okay, so what?
I only have 500. I'm short.
That's a shame, huh?
It was dumb. I bought too many burgers. And then I had to eat them all.
Sorry about that. Maybe you could borrow the money you need for a ticket from a friend or something.
Oh, that's a great idea. Thank you.
Oh, she is majorly hot. I need a shot of her.
Why are you looking at me? Do you expect a handout from a perfect stranger?
It's not much. Come on.
Huh? No way. I don't go around handing out money.
can't even spare 100 yen.
Hey, I'm not the one who wasted all of my travel money on hamburgers.
A perfect way to speak to a beautiful priestess such as her. You've got a real way with the ladies, Kami.
Beautiful? I am beautiful. You want to give me money.
I can't afford to make any more loans right now.
And you?
Oh no! Why is she asking me?
It's not much.
Nope, sorry lady, don't look at me!
You took my picture.
What? You're charging me? It was just one picture!
Oh, I see. The priestesses in this town like their publicity.
You're wrong. I'm not a priestess.
Huh? Look at the way you're dressed. It's classic priestess.
That's too bad. I am a magician.
Oh, you're a magician, are you? I suppose you can prove it then. I want to hear your specialty, your sect, your magic name, and your order name, but you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
Huh?
In that outfit, about the best you can hope for is passing yourself off as some wacky itinerant astrologer who's between jobs.
Yeah, sure, that's me.
Look, it's simple. She used to be a priestess, but now she's some kind of magician. Just take it easy.
That's nice. You've changed a lot since the first time we met, haven't you, Toma?
I'm just taking her at her word. Why is that such a big deal?
Why is it a big deal? You had to strip off all my clothes before you'd believe I was the real thing.
Huh? What's she saying about stripping off her clothes? Who are all the dudes in suits? When did they get here?
I need 100 yen, please.
Who are these guys? Are they acquaintances or something?
Yes, they're my teachers.
Those are teachers? Seriously?
That's weird. Why are teachers tracking down a student at a fast food restaurant?
What is it? Is something wrong?
Did you have to say that stuff about taking off all your clothes? We don't want word getting out that you're staying with me.
Yeah, I guess so.
What's more, what was I thinking making friends with people like those two?
Toma! Hey, look at this! Here!
An abandoned cat. Huh.
So I was thinking, maybe...
No way.
Hey, I haven't told you what I was thinking yet.
We can't keep the cat.
Oh, but why not, Toma? Sphinx needs a new home. Why can't we keep him?
The student dorms don't allow pets, so there's no way that Sphinx could... Hey, what are you doing naming it already?
It's not fair! He's mine, he's mine, he's mine, he's mine!
I said no, and I mean... You see? You scared him, and now he's run off.
It's your fault.
How's it my fault?
I heard that there's a Japanese instrument that's partially made out of cat skins. How could Sphinx not be scared with stuff like that going on?
Well, if you want to go there, don't the English chase foxes?
Fox hunting is a noble sport dating back... what is that? I can feel magic flows coming together nearby.
Magic what?
Its color is green. Its attribute is earth. Is it a runic formula?
Hey, where are you going?
It feels like someone is setting up a magic circle. You go on home without me.
Go on home, she says. What is she, my mother? Something seems off.
You should know what's happening. The ruins are designed to keep people away. Long time no see, huh? Toma Kamajo. Long time no see, huh? Toma Kamajo.
Oh, man. Who's he?
What? I don't even get a hello? Good. That's the way it should be between you and me.
Where's Index?
There's no magical force she discovered, right?
Wow. What the hell kind of life was I living? Was every day full of weird sorcery stuff? So, was there something you wanted from me?
Don't take me lightly, boy. I could kill you.
Oh, I see. So that's how it works.
There, that's more like it. That face is more suited to our relationship. We can't start getting all chummy just because we happen to fight on the same side one time.
What's that? What are you reaching for?
It's a confidential matter.
Huh?
Take a closer look. Have you ever heard of Misawa Prep School? It's here in Academy City.
Misawa. Yeah, sure.
Okay. There's a young girl who's being held captive there.
Held captive?
Apparently, the school's had some changes. It has become the base of a pseudo-religion that centers around the worship of science. We don't know if the school's been taken over. They're now led by a bona fide sorcerer. Actually, to be more precise, an alchemist of the Zurich School of Alchemy.
He's the real deal?
I know. It sounded like a pretty dubious story to me at first, too. Hey, wait a sec. You're accepting this too easily.
Not good. If he realizes I've lost my memory. I actually listened to you for once, and this is what I get? Are you one of those people who always has to have something to complain about?
Well, whatever. I don't mind if this goes more smoothly than last time around. The alchemist in question is known as Aureolus Izzard. He dropped out of sight completely about 3 years ago. Wherever he was and whatever he was doing in that time, he suddenly decided to show his face again.
Why would he do that?
Yes, his motivation is what has us so concerned. He's after Deep Blood. That's the girl I was talking about, the one held in the Misawa Prep School.
Her name is Deep Blood?
The name of her power. She possesses the ability to destroy a certain creature.
What creature? What are you talking about?
They go by many names. Vampires.
What? That's crazy. You're telling me that vampires actually exist?
Unfortunately, not even we sorcerers are sure of all the details. Basically, Deep Blood is how sorcerers refer to the ability to kill vampires. Naturally, in order to kill these creatures, you must first make contact with them. And if you're going to make contact, you want to make sure you have something like Deep Blood at your disposal.
I don't get it. What are you trying to tell me?
I have a bit of a problem. I've been given an assignment, you see. I must stage a raid on Misawa Prep School to retrieve Deep Blood. I wouldn't be nodding so quickly if I were you. You'll be coming in with me, after all.
What?
Oh, and refusing isn't an option. See, if you don't do as I say, I'm afraid I'll have to reconsider allowing Index to remain with you any longer. Necessarius is content for now to use you as Index's shackles, to ensure she doesn't betray them. However, if you won't obey, then you're not useful anymore.
You're crazy. You expect me to follow you blindly? Really?
Do what you want. The decision is yours.
We're home.
Listen,
earlier,
Index.
I
I
just
wanted to
wanted-
say... Oh, go ahead.
No, it's nothing.
So, what's with your stomach?
This? Maybe I ate too much.
It seems like you've gotten bigger in another way, too. If you know what I mean.
I am at that point in life.
All right, young lady, give it up. What are you hiding in there?
I'm not hiding anything at all. Really. I swear by our Father who art in heaven, on my honor as a sister, I am not lying to you, Toma.
Wow, your religious devotion runs deep, huh? Now get that dumb cat out of here immediately!
Sphinxy!
Hey,
Back off. You know perfectly well that my robes are a walking church.
so what if they are?
In the name of the Lord, a church offers salvation to sheep who have been separated from their flock. And so, this church shall take the cat Sphinx into its fold, for he had been lost. Amen.
Yeah, well, is that church...
Just shut up! Sphinx is going to stay here with us. I don't care what you say.
You can't just decide that. There are things to consider.
I'll take care of it all. You'll see!
Why, you little... Fine, I can see I've lost this one.
Divine Father, you are indeed merciful. I give you thanks for the light of your grace has finally touched the soul of the savage, unfeeling, cold-hearted boy.
Hey now.
Oh, I almost forgot. You were going to tell me something, weren't you?
Oh, right, I was. It's just, I left my textbook somewhere when we were out earlier. I need to go look for it, so will you keep an eye on things?
Yeah? Sure will. Sweet boy.
One more thing. Keep the cat in here, okay?
You're a good kitty, Sphinx. Yes, you are.
What are you doing with those?
I thought I'd leave her with some protection. Inocentia should do the trick. Who knows, if we're not careful, some other sorcerers could show up and try to take Index away from here. She can really be a handful.
Do you have a thing for Index?
What? Of all the stupid things to ask! No, she's just someone I look out for, that's it. She's my friend, of course I care about her. But not like that.
Okay then. I don't know how I felt about Index or what she was to me before I lost my memory. At this point, I have no choice but to keep trying my best to act like who I was before. It's almost like there are two of me. Yeah, that's some rotten luck for you. So this is Misawa Prep? I gotta say, it doesn't look too sinister.
It doesn't need to. That isn't the point. It looks fine, but the building itself forms a powerful barrier that was created by the alchemist.
So he's really strong, huh?
Areolus Izzard is quite strong. He's descended from the great Paraclesis. I'm guessing you don't know very much about alchemists, though, do you?
Well, supposedly they turn lead into gold, and they brew elixirs of immortality and stuff too.
Except for one more important thing. Throughout history, alchemists have shared one ultimate goal. They all seek the power to manipulate reality.
What's that mean?
Imagine if you could take anything you could dream up in your head, anything at all, and make it reality. It's like that.
Huh? Seriously? Anything I imagine could become real? How could anyone hope to fight against that?
Getting scared now? I bet you'd like to just wait out here and keep watch. That's too bad, I need your help. And in order to help, you'll need to know ahead of time what Deep Blood looks like so you'll recognize her. Here. To be honest, I don't have an especially good memory for faces. Her name is Isahimagami, or so I'm told.
You're kidding. That's her. Alright. It looks normal to me.
Of course it does. Remember, on the surface, they're operating as a college prep school.
Hey, look. See that? What is it? A robot? Looks like it's broken.
Well, we're here. Let's not waste any more time. And it isn't a good idea to stay in one location. Often.
I see robots all the time. They're everywhere here.
What are you talking about? That's no robot. It's a corpse.
A corpse?
Probably one of the Knights of the Roman Catholic Church. Judging by this, I'd say they've been wiped out.
Why'd he die?
This school is a battlefield, and dying's pretty much what happens on a battlefield. It's not surprising.
Why is everyone here acting like it didn't even happen?
Megami, wait for me!
She just walked right through it.
There are two sides, heads and tails, like a coin. We're in the same place as they are, but there's a barrier between us. The students are on the head side, and they can't see people on the tail side like us. And while we can see them, we can't interfere with them in any way. Don't bother. The only way to bring the barrier down is to eliminate the core of the sorcery that made it. I'll bet the core itself is located somewhere outside the barrier. This death gives us another reason to fight.
Why can't we take the elevator instead of hauling...
Side, remember? And the button to call the elevator is over on the head side.
I wonder how cell phone calls work then.
Huh?
Nothing really. I was just curious whether or not a call made from this side would make it through to the other side.
Well then, why don't you give it a try?
I think I will.
This is, Index Library... I mean, you've reached the Kamijo residence, so, hello.
Wow, awesome greeting. Have you used a phone before? Or just this once?
Hey, hold on. That sounds like Toma's voice. What is it? What could be so important that you would use a cellular phone, a device known to cause brain tumors, depression, and decrease mental function?
It's nothing major.
Oh, by the way, there were 2 servings of lasagna in the refrigerator. Did one belong to you?
Why? Did you eat both of them?
There was some pudding sitting in there with the lasagna, too.
Was? Don't tell me. You ate all that too, didn't you? Admit it! It's okay. Anyway, I was just checking cell reception. I gotta go.
Huh?
Oh, one more thing. They say every minute you spend on the phone decreases your life expectancy.
Oh no. I was just thinking that you seem to be awfully relaxed. I mean, here we are in enemy territory, and almost the first thing you do is start chatting up a girl. I don't really care if that ego of yours ends up being the death of you. You can get yourself killed for all I care. But I don't want you dragging me down with you. Got it?
Jealous, are we?
Don't be ridiculous. I've already explained to you the nature of my relationship with Index. I'd think you, of all people, would understand. Just think about it. She's lived for years in a body that would be destroyed without regular memory erasure. There have been a number of people in her life who were in the same place as you. Over the years, these people have tried to play various roles for her. Father, brother, friend, teacher. I tried once and failed. Then you tried and ended up saving her. That's all. That's the only difference there is between you and me.
He's wrong. I'm not the one who saved Index anymore. I'm not the person she wants. He disappeared when I lost my memory.
Isn't that dress just the worst? Yeah, it totally is.
This is my first time seeing a scientific cult, but it seems pretty normal, huh?
Want to stop by on the way?
I was expecting to see life-size pictures of the founder on display.
Doesn't give off a battlefield vibe to me.
Well, that's a bit odd. There's nothing to worry about. Remember, we're on different sides of the coin. There's no way they can see us.
The Seraph's wings shine with a brilliant light.
In the whiteness of the radiant light, all guilt will be exposed.
The whiteness is a symbol of purity. Purification requires action. Action is the present and the future. The future is time. Time
We
is
seem to have
uniformity.
tripped an alarm.
Uniformity is all.
They should be prevented from even seeing us because of the barrier. But something's alerted them to our presence.
Guilt is the province of humanity. Humans fear guilt, though to experience such fear is a sin. Sin is a virus that destroys the self. You may try to hide your sin, but if anything vile lies within you, the light of the Seraph's wings will expose it for all around you to see. It will be expelled from within.
Hey, wait! Great.
Why are you running? Your right hand was strong enough to protect you from dragon's breath, but instead of using it to defend yourself, you're showing them your back?
You don't really have room to talk here. Anyway, did you see how many of them there are? I can't fight all of them with one hand.
Yeah, fine. But with a Gregorian choir after us, we need to figure something out quickly.
It would help if I knew what this choir thingy was.
I'll summarize. Essentially, it's a big spell formed by the voices of 3,333 monks in a holy shrine.
Can a bunch of people chanting nonsense do anything that would hurt us?
It sure can, but it doesn't work unless every person in the choir is speaking the exact same words at the exact same time. We have to find whatever it is that keeps them all synchronized. I do have one thing up my sleeve for a situation such as this.
Great, then use it already.
All right.
What was that for?
Sorry, you drew the short straw.
Flames punish those who are guilty. Purgatory is the realm of the purifying flame. Purgatory was created to burn sin from the sinner. Only a purified soul may pass through the gates of heaven. Pain is necessary for purification. Pain is an affirmation.
Stop talking! Can't you see what's happening to you? You've got cuts all over your body!
The inner peace of the self joins the external world in a harmonious...
What's going on? What in the world just happened?
I have to hand it to him. The alchemist is one twisted individual. Instead of doing the dirty work himself, he lets these students bloody their hands.
Naturally. I knew that by using a replica of the Gregorian choir, I could lure you to the core from wherever you had been hiding. Obviously, I expected someone else to be with you. Oh well, I suppose the choir must have swallowed up your plucky sidekick.
Unfortunately for you, he's tougher than you give him credit for. Now then, the great Aureolus Izzard has lured me into his lair. Why am I here, alchemist? What do you want from me?
A little first aid and she'll be fine.
Really?
Because only the capillaries were severed, the damage is not as extensive as it might appear. It would be far worse than this if her arteries had been cut.
How do you know? It's not like you're a doctor.
I know more than most when it comes to the circulatory system. You'll need to help me. Procedure.
So what do you think, Sphinx? Where did our Toma run off to today? There was some pudding sitting in there with the lasagna, too.
Was? Don't tell me.
You ate all that too, didn't you? Admit it!
It's okay.
Something's wrong. Toma reacted way too calmly. He would never be that okay with me eating his pudding. Why are these runes here?
We're all done for now, at least.
You did a pretty incredible job with her. Are you sure that you haven't had any medical training before?
It's not about training.
Huh? Then how did you...
I told you before, I'm a magician.
Yeah, I know. But I haven't seen you do any magic.
Then let me show you something. Here. See this? It's my magic wand.
That's a police baton!
The latest model.
Put it away! Stop kidding around. We need to call an ambulance located than that. You need to get out of here too. Aren't you tired of being cooped up in this place? Let's go get some fresh air.
Actually, I have a plan of my own. And it doesn't involve getting out of this building. What I need to do requires me to stay here. Or rather, it requires me to stay with the alchemist, and for now that means being in this school.
Really? But isn't this place the headquarters for some crazy cult?
That was before Aureolus took things over here. I'm not a prisoner. I stay inside because I do not wish to venture out. When I go out into the world, I run the risk of attracting them.
So you're telling me you're going to stay hidden in here forever because you don't want the vampires to detect you? That doesn't sound like much of a life.
Tell me something. Do you know what vampires are like? They're no different. Vampires are no different from normal people. They laugh, they sing, they love. They make sacrifices for the good of others. My blood is unusual. It has a sweet aroma that attracts vampires. It rounds them up, draws them in, and kills them. It's the same every time. It kills everyone. Always. Without exception. I thought I could find someone here to understand my power. And then once it was understood, I hoped it could be taken from me. But in the end, the solution that I sought wasn't here. I don't want to cause any more death. If it comes down to it, I've decided I will kill myself before taking another life.
That's so. Then explain something. If you're so worried about the effects of your power, then why did you go out to eat earlier?
Simple. The reason Aureolus needs me is because he wants to attract vampires. And if I remain inside the barrier he created, I cannot draw them out as he wishes me to.
Okay, but doesn't doing that for him go completely against your objective in all this?
Aureolus made a promise to me. He said he wouldn't harm any vampires that came for me. He said that he didn't need to. He just needed the vampire's power, because there was somebody who he needed to help. That's why I'm working with him. Instead of killing, my power is helping. That's the way I want it to be.
It's never going to work. Even if he is the kind of person you say he is. This is a mistake that's gone way too far. If things continue like this, before much longer there will be no turning back.
Perhaps, but why would I?
Has he been listening?
I've been here longer than you think, and I'm nearer than you imagine. Naturally, in their ignorance, some lesser minds will doubt the plans I've made.
Damn you!
You will come no closer, and your fist will hit nothing but air.
Oh yeah? What happened? How did you do that?
Now, I find your company lacking. Time to go.
No! Are you crazy? If she has enough power to kill vampires, what else can she do?
When push comes to shove, you still rely on the power of your deep blood, which implies you do not wish to give it up. If you cling to it, how are you any different from me?
I'm not a killer. This boy didn't even know what deep blood meant. He isn't here because of that. He only came today to rescue a stranger he met over lunch. Tell me, Aureolus, what is your true goal? Do you intend to take an innocent person's life because he inconvenienced you? If you're the type of man who would do something like that, then our arrangement will end here and now. I have already made it clear to you that I am not afraid to die if necessary.
Waste more of my time anyway. Don't be afraid, I have no intention of killing you. You will forget everything that has transpired here.
This is it. The trail of magical power leading from the ruins ends abruptly right here.
Where am I?
Judging by the fact that you're still here, I'm gonna guess that we're in Japan. I have the disturbing feeling that I've forgotten something important. Know what I mean? Well, if it really is important, I'm sure we'll remember it eventually.
Do you really think so?
You will forget everything.
I want to show you something. It's a little trick I know that will make you feel better in no time.
Home remedies are Kanzaki's specialty. I think I'll just ask her about it later on.
Just close your eyes and then stick out your tongue. This is for using me as a decoy so your cowardly butt could run away!
There's a barrier in place here to keep intruders from getting away after they've entered.
Hello.
Who's there?
You don't remember? No, I don't suppose you would have any memory of the name Aureolus Iser. Well, that is for the best. I consider it good fortune. Now sleep.
Hey, those look like the corpse from earlier.
The surviving knights of the Roman Catholic Church.
Commence the attack, men!
A Gregorian choir. A real Gregorian choir, not like the alchemist's replica.
Wait, I'm confused. You said it took lots of people for one of those choir things.
Right now, there are probably 3,333 congregants offering up prayer in the Vatican Basilica.
Revelation chapter 8, verse 7. The first angel, hear once more the trumpet call of the first angel!
That light! What are these guys doing?
It's a holy hex bombardment.
They're attacking it? But Himagami is still in there, not to mention all those other students.
It's breaking apart.
Back up.
Ars Magna.
Ars Magna?
It's the true power of Aureolus Iser, and that's what we're ultimately going up against.
Doing, you Sphinx? Don't oops.
Strong crosswind, correcting sights, adjusting 3 clicks left. Strong gust, vortices from 3 sides. Now readjusting sights 1 click to the right. Target code, accelerator.
Academy City. If they find your coursework lacking, you get to take remedial classes during the summer. Those classes are held in late July. Yet here's... Apparently, I made the brilliant decision to skip the first remedial session. Unfortunately, I have absolutely no idea why I missed those classes. My memory doesn't go back any further than July 28th. So now I'm stuck paying tuition for courses I don't even remember skipping in the first place. What else could go wrong? I don't have any change. My rotten luck.
Are you done? You just gonna stand there like an idiot? If you're not buying anything, move it!
That's a Tokiwadai Middle School uniform. Who is this girl? Jeez, you're one rude chick.
Chick, I have a name! When will you get it through your thick skull? My name is Makoto Misaka!
I guess I know her. You're wasting your time. That vending machine's just gonna eat your money.
Yeah, I know that. This thing without spending any money at all.
What kind of trick? Nice shorts.
This is an old machine. The springs that hold the drinks in place are loose, so you just have to jiggle them. The only catch is you can't choose what you get this way. Hey, what are you staring at?
Are all the girls who go to Tokiwadai as violent as you are?
Life's tough at an all-girls school, despite whatever daydreams you might have.
You know, the machine's probably broken in the first place because people like you kick it all the time.
What is with you? It's not like I'm doing anything to you. Oh, I see. So how much cash did the machine take you for?
2,000.
Seriously, you put that big bill into
It's not like I had a choice.
No
That was
wonder
the only
machine
cash I
kept it.
had.
What
What
an
was I
idiot!
supposed to do?
Why not just burn your money? I can get it back for you.
Oh yeah? How?
Easy, like this. Whoa, that's a lot of drinks. You didn't get your cash back. That okay with you? Why are you running like a scared little girl? Hey! Here, catch. You need to pull your weight. I think you should start by carrying some of these drinks. This is your portion of the total haul.
You realize by accepting these, I'm graduating from innocent bystander to accomplice. That's not a role I want to take on. Ow!
Hey, if you don't want this one, I'll take it off your hands. There's something I still don't get about you. You've got power, but no confidence to back it up, so you end up walking around looking like a complete idiot. You bested Makoto Misaka. That's not something a lot of people can say. At the very least, I would hope you'd accept your victory with some kind of grace and dignity.
Bested?
You have a
I beat her at something? Sports, maybe? It would be a lot easier to be a gracious victor if I knew what the heck she was talking about. But this lecture doesn't make any sense to me. Please, let her stop talking.
Are you having some kind of mental breakdown? Come on, just relax, Makoto. Plenty of girls would kill to be in your position.
Oh, really? Would they? Are you some kind of celebrity?
It's not something I chose, but yeah, I am a celebrity. I'm surprised you don't already know what they call me at Tokiwadai Middle School.
Is that you, Sissy? Oh, it is you. I thought I was seeing things for a second. It didn't make sense for you to be in a remedial class, but it was all just a pretense for this, huh?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. A pretense for what exactly?
Don't be coy, Sissy. I'm talking about this secret assignation. Pleased to meet you. The name's Shirai Kuroko, and I have the honor of being Makoto's right-hand gal. I don't know if you were planning to put the moves on her, but if that is the intention, you'll have to clear it with me first.
Please. Are you kidding me?
You really think this Lauren is my boyfriend? No, of course not. I know you'd have better taste than that. I'm going. I'm sure I can trust you not to embarrass yourself here, Sissy.
Isn't that right? Kuroko! If you start spreading rumors, you'll pay!
Teleportation.
Hello, sister.
Another one? She has a twin?
Not exactly. I'm her younger sister, Misaka quickly replies.
Okay, you're her sister, but why are you talking about yourself in the third person like that? You both have the same last name. Doesn't it get kind of confusing around the house?
Misaka's name is Misaka, Misaka replies in some confusion. More importantly, what are you doing here in the first place? You want to know the reason for my presence here at this point in time. I am in training, Misaka answers. Huh? Oh, training. Hey, little sister, could I talk to you for a second? We've got some catching up to do. Quite a bit. Unfortunately, Misaka has a schedule to keep, so she cannot take the time. It's okay. Come with me. Well, we have to get going now. You probably should too. You don't want to miss curfew.
That was weird. What an interesting family. Hot day. Cold drinks. So heavy. At least I didn't trip. Whoa! That's not fair! No! Damn it. What did I do to deserve this? You're back. I thought you and your sister were going off somewhere to talk. Hold on. I could have sworn she was wearing shorts earlier.
You've fallen. Do you need help getting up? Misaka is forced to ask somewhat reluctantly.
Oh. You aren't her. You're the kid's sister. You know, you sure look a lot like Makoto.
Who's Makoto? Misaka inquires with polite curiosity. Ah, yes. You're speaking of my sister.
So why are you carrying around those military goggles?
Unlike her sister, Misaka lacks the ability to follow electron beams and magnetic field lines by eyesight. She requires a device like this to make them visible, Misaka patiently explains to the ignorant young boy.
Okay. So why are you here? I thought you and your sister were off bonding.
Nis says. Where should we take these beverages? Misaka inquires, politely picking up one of the cans that are strewn about.
Oh no. It's okay. I can handle this by myself.
These beverages do not belong here. Where should we take them? Misaka repeats.
Huh? No. Honestly, it'll be okay. You're not obligated to help me.
We should act swiftly.
Okay.
Hey! Mr. Tomakawa-jo! My air conditioner's busted. I'm staying here with my brother for the night. It's like an old-fashioned slumber party.
Oh, that's cool. Is he home?
Nope, no idea where he is.
This is Micah. My classmate Tsuchimikado is her stepbrother. Apparently, she's in training to become a maid. Maid school must be rough, huh? You don't get summers off, right?
According to our school motto, a successful maid doesn't need to take time off for herself. You have a lot of drinks there. Where'd you get so many cans of soda? Did you rob a vending machine?
Lee, would you like to have one?
Well, since you offered. One more thing. You have to be more careful hiding girls in your place. If I were you, I would make sure the refrigerator is always kept well stocked, because an appetite like that little one has is pretty memorable.
How did you know about that?
Let's just say that I never would have guessed that a nun could be so noisy.
Is that the type of thing you're interested in? Misaka asks with a note of disdain in her voice.
You have no idea. What are they up to now? What's going on? What are you doing here? Are you locked out of the apartment or something?
Huh? Oh, it's Toma. No, we're not locked out. Wait a second! Why did you bring a strange girl home?
The welcome wagon.
It seems you're a person who requires many options. If no one woman is enough to satisfy you, perhaps you should look somewhere else.
Seriously, just tell me. What are you two doing?
Poor Sphinx is covered in fleas. We're just trying to get rid of them.
So is my place crawling with fleas now, too? Damn it, I need...
Troll, calm down.
What is that? Some kind of fern?
It's an herb called sage. It's medicinal. I'm going to burn it, and the smoke it produces will make the fleas go away and leave Sphinx alone.
Medicinal. Sure. Sounds more like a recipe for stewed cat to me. What's that, Himagami? Does that go in the stew, or what?
This is a magic spray for removing fleas.
A magic spray? Really?
You simply aim the spray at the fleas, and it eradicates them.
You're more likely to eradicate the cat. That's a can of high-strength pesticide.
What exactly are you trying to accomplish here? You simply wish to remove the fleas without using a toxic substance, is that correct? Misaka asks for confirmation.
I think that about covers it. Do you have a plan?
Yes, I do. Watch this, Misaka instructs. I used a specific frequency to exterminate only the fleas, Misaka reports helpfully. I believe you can use a normal insecticide to kill the fleas that may have infested your place of residence, though Misaka does suggest you use it carefully.
Oh, yeah.
All right, then. My errand is now complete. The standard cards used to test for ESP were changed after an experiment done in the United States in 1992. Because of the material from which they were made, the cards were easily distinguished by the fingerprints left upon them by the test administrators. In order to assure the integrity of the experiment, the cards were... Hey! Tomakamajo! Are you paying attention to me?
Yeah, I'm listening. But is hearing all this history going to increase my power at all?
Really? He's still a level 0. You can't make something out of nothing, can you?
Be quiet! Everything in this world starts out as nothing, but without time and effort, it will remain that way. Miss Misaka of Tokuwadai Middle School is ranked 3rd out of all Academy City Espers. She began as level 1, and through tireless work and dedication, she was able to advance all the way to level 5.
She's ranked 3rd? That girl?
What, Kamajo? Are you and Miss Misaka acquaintances?
No. Well, not really. Oh, hey! You finishing remedial lessons also?
Oh, it's you again. Stupid things. I really can't stand those blimps.
Yeah? Why's that?
Because they're nothing but big computers, programmed by the machine to control us.
The machine? Wait, that does sound familiar. Give me a second. I remember. Tree diagram, was it?
Yep, that's what they called it. The most powerful supercomputer ever to exist loaded aboard the great satellite Orihime 1, which was launched by Academy City in order to analyze data regarding the world's climate. Well, that's what they tell us. But what do you suppose the chances are that such a thing actually exists?
Huh? Ow! Jeez, what the hell was that for?
Forget it. I was just rambling.
What?
Well, I'm headed this way, so...
That's Mikoto, isn't it? Man, if you lose the goggles, there's no way to tell them apart. Hi again. Thanks for helping with the drinks and the fleas yesterday.
I do not require any words of gratitude, Misaka informs the boy.
What's up? Is that for him?
Misaka would like to feed the cat, but unfortunately she cannot do so. Misaka concludes sadly. She has a critical defect, one that prevents her from feeding animals. Misaka further explains.
What defect?
Misaka's body constantly emits a weak magnetic field, Misaka explains. It's not strong enough for people to detect, but it is a different matter for animals. Unless something else is done, the cat will be taken to the pound, Misaka has unfortunately observed.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
That is not a kind fate. Do you know how animals are treated in such facilities? Misaka pointedly inquires.
You're the one who found him. So shouldn't you be the one who gets to give him a name?
It's Dog.
Huh?
The black cat will be named Dog, Misaka unequivocally declares.
Yeah, I get it. But I don't know. Maybe he should have a more dignified name?
Perhaps we should call him Nelson Mandela, Misaka suggests.
That's overdoing it.
How about Schrödinger?
No, you cannot name a cat Schrödinger. I'll just be a second. You can wait out here, right?
I believe I understand. Are you looking for a book on how to care for cats? Misaka asks him, seeking confirmation.
It's pretty clear I have a lot to learn in that department. You remember the flea situation yesterday, right?
That was indeed a regrettable scene. I'm impelled to tell you the improper treatment of cats is a blatant violation of animal protection laws. Misaka warns him very sternly.
Hey, come on. That wasn't me.
You were just splitting hairs. Though you may not have been directly involved, the incident did occur at your place of residence. Misaka replies, her patience now wearing thin.
Sorry. I'm guessing they're not going to appreciate it if I come into the store carrying a cat.
I have previously informed you of my limitations. I cannot safely interact with the cat, Misaka says for...
You said cats don't like... You can change that. It could be the start of a beautiful friendship.
Honestly, that is unacceptable. What kind of person would so thoughtlessly throw a kitten around? Misaka asks incredulously.
We're all dying to find out. Who is the strongest level 5 Esper in Academy City? We should know soon. What are you running away like that for? Don't get me wrong, I do appreciate the view. You've got such a cute little ass. Answer me this. What technique was it that I just used? Which of my skills did I elect to turn against you?
Reflection.
Too bad. You were close, but I'm afraid that's not this particular technique. No. The right answer is vector heat, an electrical charge. Whatever vector comes in contact with my skin, I can transform. In all fairness, though, reflection is usually my default. Now then, let's return to our little match. Right now, the vector I'm in contact with is the heat from your blood. Use your imagination for me. What do you suppose would happen if I reversed your blood flow? Answer the question correctly, and then you can rest. In pieces.
is she? Hey, it's okay, buddy. I wasn't gone long, so where did she wander off to? Misaka. How?
You there. You called it in? Spot where you found the body. Do you think you can do that now?
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, kid! Something the matter?
It's just, this is where I found her body. I swear it was right here.
Hey. Yeah. Sorry, kid. There just isn't anything here.
But there was. The body of a young girl was in this alley. What's going on? What the hell is happening? I don't...
Hey, get back here!
What the hell is this?
I am sorry about this. It was my intention to meet back with you after I completed the operation. Misaka apologizes with complete sincerity.
Hey, hold on. You are the younger sister of Misaka, aren't you? You're alive. So what was that I saw before? Sorry. I need a minute to collect myself. Until a second ago, I thought I'd found your body. I guess I was wrong. I'm glad to know you're okay.
No, you were correct about Misaka's death. Misaka calmly reports.
What are you carrying in that bag?
Password. Misaka states as she was instructed to. CXC 741 ASD 852 QWE 963 asks Misaka, testing you.
What the?
It does not appear you are able to decode the password. And given that fact, you are clearly not part of this experiment. Misaka is forced to evaluate.
What exactly do you have there in that bag?
The bag contains sisters, answers Misaka matter-of-factly. I must apologize for leaving the black cat behind with you, Misaka says regretfully. But I did not feel right bringing him. A battle between humans is no place for an animal. Misaka justifies her actions. I appear to have caused undue concern. That is an unfortunate result of the experiment, Misaka says, apologizing. But you truly needn't have worried. I came here to explain. There is nothing amiss. You see, we are many. All Misakas here are Misaka.
What the hell are you?
Up to now, you have had contact with one Misaka. Serial number 10032. I am that Misaka. The Misakas all have the Esper ability to control electricity. Additionally, our brainwaves are all linked to each other. Therefore, all Misakas share the memories of Misaka 10032. Misaka continues to explain.
That's fine, but who are you?
We are cellular clones mass-produced for military purposes. The original donor is Mikoto Misaka, one of only 7 level 5 Espers in Academy City. We are her sisters, Misaka further explains.
Is that so? Then what are you doing here?
We are performing an experiment, Misaka restates calmly. The details are top secret, so I cannot explain further. However, it is nothing for you to be concerned about, Misaka continues reassuringly. Please accept my sincere apologies for provoking your brief involvement in this experiment, Misaka requests with her head bowed. I'd appreciate it if you'd look after Dog.
Experiment? For the military?
More importantly, what are you doing here in the first place? Misaka has a schedule.
It's okay.
Come with me.
That did seem weird. Is it possible that she knows about all this?
It all looks delicious. Indeed. Since you dropped by uninvited, perhaps you would like to serve. Go on. Hop to it now. Cook up some yummy meat for teacher like a good little girl. Very well. But first there is something you should know. A scary fact concerning this very meal we are about to have. Oh, please. How could anything possibly be scary about this wonderful meal? That same meat over which you are salivating has been proven to contain carcinogens. What? I've never heard anything about that before. Where are you getting your information from? I see what you're up to. You're trying to frighten me away from eating the meat so you can have it all to yourself. It sounds like we have company. It's probably just a door-to-door salesman. Be a dear Himagami and get rid of him for me as politely as you can. While you do that, I'm going to get this meat cooked to perfection. Maybe I'll save you some. So hungry. What was that? Who was at the door, Himagami? No one. It's nobody at all.
Have a heart. The least you can do is feed him. Just look at his sweet face. Toma hasn't seen fit to come home yet, I swear. I was just about to starve to death. Ah!
Oh, don't worry. Feeding one more mouth is no big deal. We have a fair amount of meat, and we can always fill up on these lovely vegetables as well.
Fantastic! I want meat! I want meat! I want meat!
Next stop, School District 7, Tokyo Adai Middle School student dorms.
Let's see. Oh. So she's in room 208. Okay. What are you planning to say when you see her? So, Makoto, do you know anything about this military experiment where they're killing off clones of you?
Yes?
Yeah, hi. Is Misaka there? This is Toma, Kamijo.
What was that? Kamijo, was it?
No, my mistake. I must have the wrong room. Sorry to bother you.
No, it's alright. I live here too. I'm Sissy's roommate.
Oh, are you really?
Yes, I most certainly am.
Hang on. I've heard that voice somewhere before.
Voice from somewhere. Ah! It's you! You're the boy Sissy had a clandestine meeting with! Explain yourself. What do you want with her?
Oh, it's nothing really that important.
If it's not important, then why did you make the trip all the way down here?
You know what? If she's not there, never mind.
At this point, Sissy has not returned home. If you need to see her so badly that you showed up here, why don't you come in and wait?
This is what the directory said. Room 208.
Come in. It's alright, the door isn't locked.
I'm sorry for disturbing you.
As I suspected, the boy from before.
Yeah, that's me.
Have you two been engaging in extracurricular activities?
No, nothing like that.
That's good to hear. And you certainly don't look like you came here hoping for an amorous tryst with anybody. There's no telling how long you'll be waiting for her. You might as well have a seat over on the bed.
No, thank you. I couldn't do that. Not...
Don't bother. That's my bed.
Then that one belongs to Misaka? What are you doing on somebody else's bed? Are you some kind of pervert?
You're here at an all-girls dorm and you call me a pervert? Everyone has their own personal preferences. They may seem strange to other people, but that doesn't make them wrong or perverted. Come on, like you never secretly pressed your lips to your crush's picture? Or stole the seat from her bicycle to caress?
No, I haven't! You are crazy. Is this really what goes on behind the scenes at the all-girls dormitory? Come to think of it, if you share a room, doesn't that make you classmates? The way you keep calling her Sissy, it sounds more like a nickname for an upperclassman.
You were right. She is older than I am, though that's not really why I call her Sissy. I'm actually a full year behind her.
Yet you're roommates.
I saw to it that her previous roommate was reassigned. Then I took her place here. It was simple enough to do. It was all totally legal, of course. Sissy has a lot of enemies around here, you know. It's the price she pays for being powerful. But I couldn't bear the idea of someone as close to her as a roommate betraying her, so I felt steps needed to be taken. I saw you with her yesterday. I believe you when you say you're not her boyfriend. So what then? Does she have some kind of quarrel with you? Someone with her kind of ability is bound to make enemies, though I would like it if she had a few more people to support her.
Support her how? Is that her out there?
Those footsteps sound more like... This isn't good! The head resident is here to do a bed check! What are we going to do? If they find a boy in the girls' dormitory at this time of night, there's going to be big trouble! I'll just have to teleport you outside till she's done. I don't get it. My power isn't working. Why doesn't it work on you?
Well, you see, there's this thing about my right hand.
We don't have any other choice. Get down there. We have to hide underneath the bed.
It won't work. There's not enough space.
Just do it.
No wonder it's crowded.
Shirai, it's past time for supper. Come down to the dining hall. Where's Misaka?
Sissy went to a remedial lesson. Perhaps it's running a bit long.
I haven't heard anything about that. If she breaks curfew, then as her roommate, you'll be punished as well.
Yes, I understand, ma'am.
A zipper? Sisters. Level 6? Based upon the predictive calculations made by Tree Diagram, it has been established that only one person has the ability to reach status level 6. Specific backgrounds will be prepared and a battle schedule will be set. Development will be stimulated by actual combat. She's been playing me. Where is she? Where would she go? The propellers are turning, but there isn't any wind tonight. The turning of the propellers is usually used to generate electricity. Electricity be used to make the propellers turn? There are electromagnetic waves constantly emanating from her. So if I follow the moving propellers, then...
So you want to know what extrasensory perception is? I can explain best by putting it in the context of Schrodinger's theory.
I've never heard of him.
He was a professor of quantum mechanics. He's best known for the Schrodinger's cat thought experiment. The premise itself is a bit morbid, so I'll alter it for our purposes. Now, as you can see, I'm holding a box here in my hand. Without opening it, guess what's inside the box?
That's a silly question. It's chocolate, of course. It says right there it's a box of chocolates.
No, sorry, you're wrong. There are actually hard candies inside.
No fair. That was a trick.
The meat is done. Okay, sister, guess again. What do you suppose is hidden inside the box?
But you already told me the answer. You said it was hard candies.
That's right. But have you considered the possibility that I might be lying to you? So it's equally probable that the box contains chocolate or hard candy. We won't know unless we open it. So let's see.
It's not really chock full of chocolate. Pardon the pun.
All right, now we do it again. Tell me, sister, what do you suppose is inside the box?
You already showed me there was chocolate inside.
Most people would answer this as chocolate. But what if there was someone who believed it was hard candy instead? And what if they opened the box to find their belief was reality? Then that person would be what we call an esper. Such people can split themselves off from mainstream reality and create a reality that exists uniquely for themselves.
How could they? Why did everything have to end up this way?
Excuse me. Are you Mikoto Misaka? It's very nice to meet you. You know what paralysis is, right? It's when a person has lost the use of one or more of their limbs. Many people suffer from this.
In a healthy body, commands from the brain are sent to the muscles through electrical signals.
Paralysis is caused when these signals cannot be sent. But if we had the power to control bioelectricity, we might be able to cure it.
By making use of your particular ability, we could help many thousands of people.
There's a rumor that they're making military clones. Maybe they're using a level 5's DNA map.
You don't think it's that girl in our class, do you?
Who needs you anyway?
Help us. Somebody help us. It's a cat.
Hey. What do you think you're doing? Answer me.
What's it to you? I can do what I want when I want. It's one of the privileges of being the level 5 railgun. Most people are smart enough to stay clear and not mess with me. Any punk who does is toast. So maybe you should just mind your own business. What's the big deal? Is your pride still hurting over the whole vending machine episode yesterday? You hoping to get me in trouble for being
An
out at
analysis
night?
of tree diagram calculations has been conducted. The optimal plan would involve creating 128 different battlefields upon which Railgun would be killed. After that number of victories, Accelerator would then advance to level 6. Since that number of Railguns cannot be produced, a different plan has been developed. This plan will involve the mass production of Railgun's level 5 sisters. The numbers have been adjusted. It has been determined that 20,000 different battlefields and a corresponding number of sister deaths will be needed to produce the desired results. Essentially, that means your younger sisters were created so they could be killed as part of an experiment to produce a level 6.
Shame on you. Poking your nose in where it doesn't belong. I had that file securely hidden. The fact that you're holding it means that you've been in my room without my permission. Normally, I'd kill someone for pulling a stunt like that. Why are you here? Did you come because reading that file made you concerned about me? Or just to tell me you're disgusted?
Of course it made me concerned about you.
You know, it's surprisingly nice to hear somebody say that, even if it isn't the truth.
But it is the truth. I'm sorry for going in your room without permission. You can zap me as many times as you want later. I don't care. Please, you have to tell me what's going on here. However you came to have these plans, I'm guessing it wasn't legal. Why are all those laboratories marked like this?
Think about it for a sec. They kind of look like targets, don't they? Because that's what they are, or were. In the end, I decided against using my railgun on all of them. A high-tech laboratory costs hundreds of millions to equip, right? If I wanted to, I could use my powers to short-circuit everything. It wouldn't be hard. With the equipment useless, the lab would shut down, and the project would be stopped. At least that's what was supposed to happen.
What happened instead?
It turns out, it doesn't matter how much I wreck, the project is immediately picked up by another lab. All those scientists are probably salivating at the thought of being the ones to create the first level 6. Know what they call themselves? My sisters call themselves laboratory rats, and they really believe it, too. They know exactly what's going on, and what it means for them.
But isn't human cloning prohibited under international law? I think if you told the governing board what was happening...
Academy City is under the watchful eye board's tacit approval. At any rate, I'm the one who's at the root of this problem. They wouldn't be in this if it weren't for me, so I'm the one who needs to save them. It's pretty simple when you think about it. This experiment is all about building Accelerator's ability. The project revolves around him, so if he were to disappear, there would be no reason for it to exist.
It'll never work. You can't defeat Accelerator in a fair fight, can you? From what I know about you, if you could, that would have been the very first thing you tried. Since he's still around, that means you know beating him is impossible. You might be close, but you're no match for Accelerator, are you? Why didn't you just ask somebody for help? Once you knew you couldn't do it yourself, why not reach out and ask someone to help you take him down?
Why why did they create 20,000 sisters? Because they weren't able to create 128 railguns. And what did they need 128 railguns for in the first place? Because by killing railgun 128 times, Accelerator would advance to level 6. What if I wasn't actually worth as much as they think? Accelerator is supposed to develop from repeated experience in hard combat. What if the project leaders could actually use tree diagram to determine exactly how a fight between Accelerator and me would play out? The computer calculated that I would die after 185 moves. But you see, if I was to be unceremoniously beaten after the very first move, well, faced with that data, surely the researchers would have to conclude that something was wrong with the original programming.
Yeah, but even if you fooled them once, wouldn't they just do some recalculations and start things back up again?
They wouldn't be able to. That's what makes this plan so perfect. The tree diagram satellite was actually attacked from the ground and brought down a few weeks back. The source of the attack hasn't been determined. There could be no recalculations. Regardless of how much data they have, without the computer to analyze it, they'd have no choice but to stop the project.
So that's it. I get it. Basically, you want to die.
Yeah.
You believe that by sacrificing yourself, you can save the 10,000 sisters who remain. Is that right?
That's the plan. I'm actually on my way to see Accelerator right now. And once I'm done, this whole twisted experiment will come to an end. Stand aside.
I'm not moving.
What's on the line here? If I don't do this, then 10,000 of my sisters are going to be killed. Or are you so heartless you think since they're just a bunch of clones, it's no big deal if they die?
Not at all. I think their deaths would be a tragedy. But I also think there must be some other way to stop it. I'm not gonna let you do this.
So, you really mean to stand in my way? You're choosing my single life over the lives of 10,000 of my sisters. Don't you get it? I can't bear to stand by and do nothing while they die. I'm going to save them by myself. This is the last warning I'll give you. Get out of my way! I'm still not sure what kind of power you used against me before, but I do know I can't afford to lose to you today, so you'd better be ready to fight like your life depends on it. Otherwise, you'll be the one who dies. What are you doing? Why are you standing there like that? You're seriously going to try to stop me, aren't you? All right, then. You should know I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to get by you one way or another, even if I have to shoot you.
I won't fight you. Whatever you do, I won't.
Huh? Then just stand aside. Let me do this. Why can't you see there are no other options left to me? This isn't some petty problem that will just go away. It's evil like you've never seen before. It's a slaughter of 10,000 innocent people. Passive resistance isn't the solution to a problem like this.
It doesn't matter. Do what you want, but I won't fight you.
I'm telling you right now, you will fight me. Like it or not, you will fight me! Last chance. I'll step up and fight like a man. And if you won't, then get the hell out of my way. Don't pretend to understand the situation I'm in. Someone like you could never get it.
Why? I don't get it. Why won't you fight me?
I don't know. I think I can give you a clear reason for it. It's just how I feel. I don't know what to do, and I don't know if there are any other solutions. But I do know. I don't want this. I don't want to see you get hurt, Makoto. I can't let you do it. It's not right. It's not right that you should have to die. No one should. Why does anyone have to die tonight? I can't believe that that's the only way.
Help me. Somebody help me. Just shut up, you fool. Stop babbling comforting words trying to reassure me. I promise I don't deserve it, not anymore. Maybe the world you live in is full of happy endings. Maybe good always triumphs over evil. Not for me. There's no place for me in a world like that.
Can't you see the truth? Your death isn't the answer. It won't help anyone in the end. Say you die, and your sisters survive. Say your sacrifice actually does save them from being killed by Accelerator. Do you think they'll be grateful for what you did? Do you think they want to be saved at the expense of your life?
Just shut up. Do you think I'm some kind of saint? Because I can assure you I'm not. Why don't you get it? You know full well I'm responsible for the deaths of thousands. I deserve to be punished. There's no place for a monster like me in this world. Not anymore. Why are you even doing this? Why are you risking your life to stick up for a monster like me?
You're not a monster. If you were, I wouldn't still be alive. There's no way I should still be standing here after taking a direct body hit like that. You must have been subconsciously holding back.
Holding back? No way, I gave it all I had. I meant it when I said I was going to kill you. I knew you weren't going to make any moves to fight back at me. But even so...
Admit the truth. You couldn't bring yourself to kill me. You just couldn't do it. Saving your sisters is the most important thing to you. And maybe you hate me for standing in your way like this. But here I am. Ultimately, you're a good enough person that you couldn't...
I'm trying to do something good here. By sacrificing myself so they won't die. That should be enough reason to do it. You're making this way too complicated. I die, they live, it's simple. And more than that, it's the right thing to do. Step aside and let me do what I know is right.
I won't.
Then you'll die. There's no way you'll survive this next attack. Not if you stand there and take it head on. Now move. Unless you want this to be your death.
I won't move.
Don't get up. No. Please stop. Please don't. I can't do